go.
Muffin button.
We're now live and recording. So, when last we left our intrepid investigators, they had gone up to the haunted house, killed a bunch of dead guys, who are skeletons now, found the dead owner. That's about it. Returned to town amidst people going, "What the hell happened to you?" As usual. And told the local marshal that, oh, pardon me, that they had found the body of Jean Verreau in a hidden basement room. Hazard was made the spokesman and tried to be evasive with the truth as always. Did you add hypocrite to your traits?
No.
We probably are going to end up doing that soon. Since you're always trying not to tell the truth. So maybe you shouldn't be the party spokesman.
I had it in there. Evasive isn't bad.
It is not honest, and honesty is on your character sheet. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Went back to the haunted house with the marshal to examine the body and show him where you had found it. Blah blah blah. The marshal was surprised, but then they returned to town, and the marshal was going to go back with a wagon, basically, to pick up the body, bring it back to town for burial. Maybe have the doctor look at it. You guys didn't find any sign of injury on this, like no bullet holes in the clothing, no like tears that look like he'd been stabbed or anything. So you're not sure how he died. The corpse was.
And he wasn't cold, so
he wasn't cold. No, the corpse was 20 years old, so it's kind of hard to make an assessment on that. But that was all on Friday, March 30th. That evening, Hazard paid Loren Hutton like $80 or something, like some immense amount of money, to thank him for his help.
Yep. Yeah, it was like $80 he gave me.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's where we ended up.
I was trying to make it sound good compared to the gold he was holding.
Real quick. Okay, so then Hazard had sent away for some munitions in the form of his big gun and $6,000. You wrote a letter that afternoon, stuck it into the mailbox, or actually went through the bank, didn't you, to get the money? But then you sent a letter in the mail in order to get certain crates. Crate or crates? Are you having one or two? Just so two are being sent to you. Is that how many? How many you want sent? It's probably going to be anywhere up to a month before they get here, but
so it'd be 4 things.
It's 4 of them?
No. So it's probably just one of what you're thinking, and then the different long arms.
Like what kind of long arms?
Rifle, big rifle, shotgun.
Okay, all Hazard products.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, let me write that down. What was it? A long gun, big long gun.
I mean, if you want me to just say what they are, I can tell you.
And shotgun, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I was just leaving it as a surprise for people.
I can figure that out pretty easily. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got my character sheet, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I have a copy.
It's just what's on the character sheet.
I have the original copy. I did, actually.
Or you could do that thing called messaging in Discord.
Yeah, I never
That's
noticed.
True.
I always miss those messages most of the time.
I might as well.
I'm
though,
no
just
good
so you have notes.
You can send it to me. So we're gonna move to Saturday now. The last time you saw, actually, I was thinking of Owen Starr, but I wasn't thinking about Jack. The last time you saw Jack, we'll get Jack caught up very briefly here. Let's see, Loren Hutton, Ed, delegation, William Hazard text. Jack learns the paper he has contains several phrases. Okay, that was Thursday. So it's only been since Thursday since you've seen Jack. So Jack, just in general, what did you want to do Friday? Friday's done. But for some reason you were not around.
My dog.
You play with your dog, okay. Yep, you got your dog. You got Jill. She's loving the house. There's more room. She runs around. Sometimes she gets...
Do we have a yard? Kind of?
Yeah, there's kind of a yard. There's not a fence or anything, but you could put one up if you want.
Yeah, we can play fetch.
Yeah.
Sticks.
You've got room beside the house or in front of the house. There's not a lot of room. I guess there is to the north. There's some room that might be encroaching on the next house over, number 8. But I have not determined what that is yet, so we haven't figured that out. We might eventually. So you
Old
just
man Jenkins, you got to stay off his lawn. He will shoot you.
I don't know. It looks like it's actually built onto the water, so we'll figure out something for that at some point. So you kind of spent the day relaxing. I'll tell you something. Um, no, that doesn't matter. Um, Fontaine has been in the house. He's been cooking. He cooks up. I don't even know if he's got cook as one of his skills.
I'll have been now that I'm done with the Mesmer book. I'll started reading.
No, you're not done with it. It'll
Oh,
probably take you about a week. You're going to be done. You're learning a lot from that book. Actually,
okay.
it's really good learning stuff. He's
I thought I
not
was
much
done
of a
with it. I'm
cook.
sorry.
Fontaine isn't. Do you have any points in art craft cooking?
Uh-uh.
Okay. Um. So you
I
just
probably eat my lunches at the hotel and my dinners
at
at
home.
home.
Oh, okay. But you don't see any sign of those other fellas. You haven't all day Friday. But you start hearing rumors. Well, actually, if you're eating your dinner at home with Fontaine, and every day, of course, Fontaine says, "So we heading home today?"
I was telling him,
Every day.
well, I mean, nothing's keeping you. You can go home.
No. You're keeping me, so we could just pack up and you could put this
I'm
house
doing
back
pretty
on the
good. I got a
market.
house. I got a dog.
Well, how much money have you got in the bank? Anything left?
There's some on its way.
Uh-huh. Alrighty. Okay, so that was
Now,
your
I could
Friday.
do odd jobs around here if I needed money.
hmm Has your character ever done any hard physical labor aside from digging post holes that first day that you got here?
Um,
Like, this is up to you. He could have,
yeah,
and so
probably.
up to you. Okay, yeah, okay. So he's done hard work before just to get by, that kind of thing.
Oh no, probably like work ethic, like the dad trying to instill it in him.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's his only son, and he has an empire. Yeah, I feel like he'd probably be like, pretty tough on him.
Okay, fair enough. So Saturday, um, Lauren, when you get up, what do you do? You're still staying at the hotel.
Well, have some breakfast.
Okay.
But after that, he's actually going to look into finding a place that'll be cheaper for him to rent.
Oh yeah, there's probably places around town. So you can go looking around town trying to find a boarding house or a room for let.
Yep.
So you'll be spending part of the day doing that. Unless you're
Actually, the first
interrupted.
thing I'll do is I'll go to the newspaper if they're there and ask if they know anywhere.
They're probably there. Yeah. You can make me a luck check. There's a chance that they're not around. That Cunningham and Link. No, his name's Grant. Cunningham and Grant are both out chasing down stories.
Made it.
Yeah, they're there. It's Saturday morning. Um, they're basically cleaning up. They're not doing anything important.
Also, let them know I might have a story for him.
Oh, great. Cunningham is very happy about that.
Yeah.
You're looking for a place to live, huh? Well, he looks up. He says, I lived in the attic space till I got on my feet when I first came here. I'd be willing to rent that to you cheap if you want, but it's not very comfortable. It's small. There is a cot up there. That's about it. And then there's a bunch of old newspapers up there. So I don't know if you want to stay there or you want something more permanent. Um,
I
he's
mean,
willing to look around town if you want to look someplace else.
I think that'll be okay for now. You don't mind me putting some stuff up there?
No,
Maybe a
not at
better
all. Come
bed.
on, let me show it to you first. It's basically just under the eaves of this building. There's a
Okay.
window in the front and in back. They're both closed. It's very dirty and dusty up here. Nobody's probably been up here except to put boxes of newspapers or put old newspapers up here. They're not really, they're not very well organized. But it's a
Okay.
good sized space. I mean, it's the whole building, front to back.
Yeah.
But it's towards the middle of the room is the only thing you can use. You got lots of room on the edges, but there's no headroom over there. And there's an old cot. But yeah, he'll help
Okay.
you clean it up if you want.
Okay. That works for me.
He quotes you some price. It's a lot cheaper than staying at a hotel.
Yeah.
There's also actually there's a door in the back. So there's an entrance that comes up from the
Back
newspaper
alley.
office, and then there's an entrance in the back of the building. Right? Yeah, there's a set of steps and a little
Okay.
tiny porch there. So yeah, he's willing to let you stay there. What they'll do is they'll just close up that trap door, and if they need you or something, they'll make sure to knock. And if you can just come around through the outside
Great.
until probably he gets to know you better.
Yeah.
So that's your morning. What about Tex? Actually, yeah. What about Tex? You're still staying at the hotel as well.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I'll probably be looking for some more permanent residents or
Okay.
cheaper residents. We'll put it that way
Okay.
for right now.
Are you looking to buy or rent?
Probably still rent for the time being.
Okay. You learn about there's a couple boarding houses. One of them is across the river, and there is another one downtown. Not downtown. They're both across the river. One of them is a little nicer than the other one. But there is one that you find out is run by a lady who has very strict rules on a lot of things.
Oh yeah, we're not going to that one.
Okay. Um, yeah. Okay. You can start looking around. Hazard, what are you gonna be up to that morning? And you're muted, I think.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go. So first the bank, and then sending out that letter. Um,
Oh, you
and
spot
if
somebody
I
you recognize, Hazard, at the post in the general store with the post office. It is.
already know who it is.
No, I don't think you do. It is Enos Baldry.
Okay.
He's got a
No,
letter in
it's
his
not
hand.
looking.
It's got a stamp on it, and he keeps like looking like he wants to put it in, but then he looks little. He looks at it, and he's like shakes his head, and then he starts putting it. He looks at it, and he shakes his head, and he sees you, and he steps back. He lets you go first to put your letter in the post box, and he's just kind of staring at this letter. He's like, oh,
Slide it in. Having trouble, having trouble, Baldry?
no, no. There's just some things you don't do. He
Like,
sticks it in the slot, and then he like goes for it, like he changed his mind, and it's gone. He's like, I'm not looking
And,
forward to this. Not looking forward to this at all. And then he just like walks out. He heads toward, well, he goes out the front doors of the general store. He looks he looks kind of disturbed, like upset.
he doesn't want to see his extended family.
Don't know. You couldn't even really get a good
That's my
look
guess.
at the address that was on the piece of postage. But yeah,
Got
you've mailed
you.
your stuff, and you've sent your letter. Ooh. Through you sent your letter to you sent your letter, and you sent your mail through the bank to get money sent to you.
Got you. Might head off to the boarding house
Mhm.
for women. Well, actually, no. Let's check the other one I'm not staying at to see, because I've already asked the couple of guys
Mhm.
about if someone by the name of Jim Bat came by and rented
Nope.
with them.
No, you haven't.
Oh, okay.
You haven't talked to them
Well,
about
I'll
him
start with
yet, huh?
where I'm living.
Okay. Jack, what are your plans for this morning? For Saturday morning?
Well, let's see. Saturday morning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for Monday, right? Yeah.
Monday. For what?
Monday.
What?
I think it's the
Okay.
council meeting, right?
No.
Is that next Monday?
Yes. That's not till April 9th. So you guys have a week, almost 2 weeks. Week and a half, basically, till the council meeting. We can move time forward if at any point, but I know Hazard's still doing some investigating in town. So that's why I'm giving you guys a chance to do stuff. 2 weeks later.
Uh, uh, he's trying to remember how long until his shipment from the general store's coming in.
You don't know. Could be some
Dang.
time.
I'll go get a haircut.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And then go get lunch at the tavern.
You just got a
At the-
haircut like 2 days ago.
He remembered.
Mm-hmm. You can go get another one if you want.
I'm gonna walk the dog around town and end up at the tavern for
Okay.
lunch.
Oh, okay. So you're walking around town. All right, you'll spot Hazard walking around town at some point. Actually, Yorie, give me a luck check. Here we go.
Oh, I'm lucky.
That guy's lucky.
11. I did not see Hazard.
11. That's a success.
11
Yes.
is good.
You see him spot. You see Hazard going into.
No, wait. No. The luck was to not see Hazard. Damn
No,
it.
You see him. He doesn't see you because he's going into this building across the street from you. That's from you. There's a little sign out front. Very nice sign. It's got flowers painted on it. It says Jenkins. Is it Jenkins?
Yeah, I'd already been in there before, remember?
Jenkins boarding house. You have not been in Jenkins boarding house before.
Mm-hmm. Because I asked them if they had a stable I could use.
No, you didn't ask them because there's no stable there.
That's what I...
There's no building there to be a stable. There's just a yard and there's the boarding house. Would you still have gone to ask them if there's a stable, even though there's no stable there, obviously?
Well, if there was no stable there, obviously no. But we did have this conversation.
We did. You said, I'm going to go ask him. And I said, there's no stable there. And you said, oh, I guess I can't get my house.
I remembered actually talking to a person, like acting it out, and then also suggesting that I would build it for them and then be like, oh,
No, that did not
okay.
happen. That never happened. And that's not a voice of either of the people that run the Jenkins boarding house. You're thinking old man Jenkins from Burl, who you bought the horse from.
nope.
You're not?
No, I'm
All right.
not.
I don't believe you talked to anybody at Jenkins boarding house.
You did it real quick. It wasn't like a big formal thing.
I don't believe it happened. Anyway, there's no stable there. So what do you want to?
Yeah.
If you want to do anything about this, fine. If you don't, that's fine too.
Nah, that's just where he's staying.
Okay, that's fine. Now you know. Tex, give me a luck check. Uh-oh. Does Aaron have decent
This one's
luck?
not as bad as my other one.
Oh, good.
Your other one's
A
abysmal.
98 is still a failure, though.
98 is a fail. So,
That's what's your luck?
Oh,
Is it-
55.
it's not a crit fail.
Oh,
It's
that's
just
not
a,
bad.
It's just a fail. It's not bad. No. The only place you can find today is a nasty attic space. And the person seems to be like, isn't sure if he wants to rent it or not, even. It doesn't seem to you. You know what? He shows it to you. He tells you all these things that are wrong with it. We got rats, that kind of thing. So I don't know if you want to take him up on it. It is still cheaper than the hotel, but it doesn't look very nice.
No, he'd be like, we'd still stick with the hotel. We're not
Okay.
getting the plague.
There's no plague. Not much.
not yet.
I couldn't think of what rats typically carry with them, so
Rabies.
I figured rabies, but I was thinking like what other just like common diseases rats bring in.
Okay, so is there anything specific you guys want to do this day?
I can't think of anything I want to do.
Just questioning people, and I don't want to slow up everything by
Hazard.
doing my stuff.
Jim Bat did not come to this boarding house, to Jenkins boarding house.
Exactly. Yeah. If we want to speed through it,
Yeah,
that's
we don't
fine
have
with
to
me.
role play it
And
out.
then I would go to the strict ladies' place.
Strict Lady's place, you find out, is not far. It's just across from the bridge. She when you describe Bat to her, she's like, we do not rent out to people like that. But we do have a room.
All right.
So you don't think she's ever, and she's never heard of Jim Bad either.
Got you. And then I would check the females. Oh, well, no.
Have you even
No,
heard
I
about
don't
that place
think-
yet?
Nope.
I
Yep,
didn't
that's
think
why
so.
I'm backtracking. I haven't heard
A
about it.
couple people have heard some things about the girls' school in town, but
Yeah,
I don't
only
believe you
Jack
have.
does,
I
to
think
my
it was
knowledge.
Jack. Yeah. Um, so let's see. Do you all want to get together on Saturday at all?
That afternoon, I was going to go to the general store and look into getting like maybe a proper bed and maybe some other furniture.
Yeah, give
I'd
me.
look for familiar faces at lunch.
Okay, you will find Jack if you go to the saloon. Hutton, go ahead and give me a luck check. Let's see if they actually have a bed, or if they're going to have to mail order it.
60 out of
Just cleaned
90.
them out on a lot of furniture.
Oh yeah, Loren's lucky. Let me look in the back. How much out of 90?
60 out of 90.
Regular success. Okay. They do have a standard single bed.
Okay.
It's a little be nicer than that cot that was in there, probably.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can buy that. I'd say a bed would probably be $20.
Okay.
And it's a decent bed. It's got like a metal frame. It's got a good mattress. He'll even throw in some sheets for you.
Okay.
And then he calls the stock boys to help you take it. Basically next door or down the street.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going very far, so he's like, yeah. And he makes them go help you carry it down there. So Hazard and Jack probably see Hutton walking down the street. Jack, you haven't met Hutton yet, have you?
Nope.
He
Nope.
has been in the. I have not met him, but he has been in my presence.
Right. Because you were talking with Ed, and Hutton was right there, right? Yep. So you both spot Hutton, and a couple of younger men are carrying this bed down the street. Aaron, if you want to have lunch at the saloon again
Yeah,
today,
he probably would be.
you're having terrible luck trying to find another place to live right now. There have been other suggestions and that kind of thing. Yeah. So the three of you meet, and Hutton, you probably notice them going into the saloon. You probably see at least one of them,
Okay.
probably Hazard or Tex, go into the saloon around lunchtime as you're getting this bed taken over and up
Okay.
to your new room. So you can meet
After
with
the-
them for lunch after you get the bed put up.
Yeah, after I get it in there, I'll.
Yeah. So we can start with the three of you first, if you want. If you're going to have a discussion. And if you're not, we'll move on.
Yeah, no. If Jack was in there when I walked in, then I'd probably go to his table.
Jack, did you want to be there when he walked in?
Yeah.
All right, that's perfect. Yeah, he's sitting down, and have you got your food yet, Jack? I'll let this be your choice,
Yeah.
Yorie.
We got a normal plate of shrimp.
They're probably still out.
Yeah, you ate all the shrimp.
Make a luck
It's
check,
gone.
Jack.
That was like a week ago. Come on.
That was like 3 days ago.
That was like a week ago in Jack time.
I can't remember,
Um,
honestly, what day you ate all the shrimp.
it was a regular success.
Yeah. They've got some more shrimp in stock. He fries it up and brings it out to you.
Yeah, a regular plate of shrimp.
Hmm.
Good.
Yeah.
And a big glass of milk.
Nah, you don't eat shrimp with milk.
Sarsaparilla.
Sarsaparilla, sure.
Or a beer. Does Jack
Good.
drink? Has Jack ever drank before? I mean, I'm sure his
Nah,
dad
I must say his dad's like drinking his weakness. You want to be the supplier, not the drinker.
Meanwhile, then he has some bourbon or something, right?
Good.
Oh, but that's just for his health.
Of course. Okay, so Jack's drinking whatever, water or milk or something.
Sarsaparilla.
Sarsaparilla. You can have some sarsaparilla. Hazard comes, sits down with you. Tex enters shortly after that, we're going to say. I don't know if you're going to join them or not, Tex.
Yeah, I'll sit down with them.
Okay.
I know.
Well, Jack, where have you been?
I've been in town. That's not Jack's voice. I've been in
There you
town.
go.
We were
I've just
looking
been
for you the other
hanging
day.
out with Jenny May. Or, shoot.
Jill.
Jill here. Jill loves shrimp. We come here every day. I try to get the shrimp. They didn't have any yesterday. It's real weird.
Is shrimp good for dogs?
I don't know. She loves it, though.
She does love fried shrimp. But she eats pretty much anything that you put in her mouth, Jack. She eats vegetables, fruit,
Yeah.
rice, whatever. If it's cooked especially, she'll go snarf it right up.
Well, you missed us finishing off the skeletons. I assume this is when you sit down, Tex.
It can be.
Sure.
Only because I was curious, I checked. It says shrimp can be a good choice for dogs on a diet.
Oh, nice. So it's actually good for her. Cool.
Oh.
Jack doesn't know that, but probably has assumed
Yeah.
it. Didn't make
She
her
just
sick.
loves.
It's good for
She
her.
loves shrimp. I love shrimp. She loves shrimp.
She keeps trying to steal it
The
off his
fried-
plate.
The fried part might not be the best for her.
Oh no,
but
probably not.
the shrimp part is okay.
Oh, yes. Through the secret door, we did not find any other secrets, but,
He slams the table. You ain't the secret door without me.
we did find a secret compartment in the desk in the secret room.
I don't know how much more he could flip out.
But he does flip out more. They told me you had moved out of here, but I couldn't find you in the boarding houses either.
Yeah, me and Fontaine got a house around the corner. It's right across from the boarding house.
Was that the one he was sneaking in?
Okay.
I mean, he does a lot of sneaking.
Oh,
This is true.
I wouldn't be surprised if I saw him sneaking around that other boarding house.
speaking of sneaking.
I'm going to pull out that gold apple that we picked up off the desk and set it on the
That's
table.
one thing we gotta. Did you guys write down
We
what
gotta
you picked
address.
up? Yeah.
I did.
Okay, good.
I did.
Everybody kind of wrote down what they had. Okay, good. I wasn't sure who got what exactly. So as long as you guys know, that's fine. He pulls out an apple. What do you do with it, Aaron?
I just set it on the
Bites
table.
into
Clunk. He puts. It looks like it glitters like it's made of gold, Yorie, but it looks just like a real apple.
And when it clunked on the table, it sounds solid.
Yeah, it does sound
Now
solid.
that
It's pretty heavy.
Now that, Jack, is a golden delicious.
Oh my god.
Now, Mr. Hazard, I am from Louisiana. I've seen a golden delicious apple.
It's a play on words, Jack.
No, it's an attempt at my naivety. And y'all find that in the secret room?
Yeah.
Yes.
Picks up a strip, throws it at Hazard's face. Don't leave me out of secret rooms anymore.
Make me a throw roll, Jack. Give yourself a
Oh,
bonus die.
it's gonna miss.
Give yourself a bonus die. You're like.
Oh,
so
actually, I
close.
got a 12.
Okay, right in the face. Woof. Were you expecting an attack, Hazard?
I was not expecting an attack, but
So,
his
yeah, it hit you in
outburst.
the face.
Bah!
Bop. Lands on the table in front of you. I mean, it doesn't hurt. It's more of an annoyance.
And thankfully, it wasn't covered in sauce.
Nah, I wasn't dipped in sauce. It was right off the plate.
No, he grabbed it off the plate. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I never.
Yeah, you never did get me for these secret rooms.
I put
That's the kind of
in
adventure I want to be on.
a few hours of searching. Not gonna spend all day looking for you, son.
Could have asked the sheriff. Sheriff knew where I was.
Didn't you try knocking on their door?
I did. I believe I heard. Did I hear Fontaine?
You
Say,
saw them
"Don't
in
answer the
window or
door."
something,
Oh,
and
the
you
door,
knocked on
the
their
door of
door.
the house where you saw Fontaine? No, you didn't hear anything
Yeah.
when you knocked on the door. Nobody
Okay.
answered. Remember?
Knocked
Hazard
on
and
the
Jack.
door.
Hazard and Jack, please
What's
quick
up?
make me a luck check, but then continue on with the role play. Knocked on the door. That's the last phrase that was said.
Uh-huh. Made my luck check.
You made Jack made it.
25.
Hard. Actually,
Hard.
extreme. 11.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Mine's just a hard.
Okay. You can each make a spot hidden too. Actually, so can Tex. Loren, you're going to be arriving there momentarily. You missed seeing shrimp to the face, which I'm sure Cunningham is sad that he wasn't there, because that would have gotten in the newspaper.
Was I rolling for a spot hidden, or was I doing a luck check?
Spot hidden.
Okay,
Jack, did you fail yours?
Yeah.
And Tex failed. Hazard, did you make yours? Hazard, you get hit in the face with the shrimp. Go on with the role play. I knocked on the door, I believe is where you were at, and then I'll tell you what happens, what you notice.
There was no answer,
Well, I could
but I
have been out
did
walking
see
the dog.
Fontaine in there.
Jenny May loves walks. Or Jill
Jill
loves
Jenny
walks.
Ways, yeah.
They're both J names.
Uh-huh. You named them.
No, you named Jenny May.
Oh, did I?
think.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I just kept the name.
Good.
I've lost track of the conversation. Sorry.
I put my.
So I knocked on the door. I could have sworn I saw
I'm just starting to
Fontaine.
shovel shrimp in my mouth, just grumbling.
I would blame him for not coming to the door. I would have given him the information to pass on to you.
I can't blame him. He doesn't even want to be here.
And why are you keeping him here?
I'm not.
I put that apple back away, by the way, then
Okay.
too.
Hutton, you walk in.
Okay.
Hutton, you can make me a spot hidden too. Hazard, you notice Maggie Conner is in the back.
Good old Connie is what? In the back?
Yeah, there's the door to the kitchen's open. And after this conversation, you notice she has a bird's eye view of you and probably saw you get smacked in the face with a piece of shrimp. She seems to be trying not to laugh too loudly. But every time she
Good.
glances in the direction of your table, she starts to grin. When she notices you see her, she quickly looks away.
Good.
Hutton, you've come in.
Yep.
You see your three companions. You see two companions and this young kid wearing black hat, silver band around the hat, right? Isn't it a silver hat band, something like that?
Yeah. 6'2".
Well, it's hard to tell how tall he is because he's sitting, but he
When he's
he
sitting,
seems to be
6 foot,
pretty,
Pretty lanky.
yeah, pretty lanky.
Thin.
That's perfect.
About how old does he look?
15, 16 years old, maybe.
Oh shit, he's younger than me.
He's got guns on his belt. You do notice that. I'm going to say you made your spot hidden. You also see this lady with short black hair back in the kitchen. So you see these three sitting together. Hazard, Tex, and this kid. You've seen him before.
He was talking
He
to Ed.
stands
We haven't
out.
been introduced.
You
Okay.
haven't been introduced, but he does kind of stand out.
Okay.
I guess your hat's probably on the table, isn't it, Yorie? Or are you still wearing it? Either way,
Hat's
it's
on the
actually,
table.
Okay.
Actually, probably it's
Either-
it's hung on the back of the
On the back
chair.
of the chair? Yeah, okay. Either way is acceptable. So you notice that, Loren. I don't know if you want to join them or...
Yeah. He'll go to the bar, order some food, and go sit with them.
Okay. This pretty woman with short black hair comes out from the kitchen. She, as you're ordering, you've ordered. She blank stops. The bartender Morris. I think it's Morris Blank. Warren Blank stops. Says, "Thank you, Maggie. Appreciate you bringing those over here." She nods to him. I don't know if I've put a picture up recently of her.
I don't know if Sean's seen her.
Yeah, I don't think he has yet. Here she is.
That was good.
There she is. It's taking a long time for that to load for me. There it is.
Oh, I already see it.
Very pretty, short black hair, probably late 20s. You notice her. You made your spot hidden too, so you notice her glance over at the table with these three gentlemen. She starts to laugh again, And she says, "It's our anytime, Morris." And then she goes around the side of the bar, and she heads out. Morris, you see him watch after her, and then you notice this is kind of odd. He kind of just like, poor girl, and then he heads back into the kitchen to get your order. So he'll be probably back in 5 minutes with what did you order?
What did they have for available for lunch?
Um, what? I don't know. Probably sandwiches or cooked food. Almost whatever you want. Um, Kyle overslept. 4 a.m. shifts are messing him up. He's down a person at work. Okay. So Owen Starr might be out for a bit.
Whatever's, I'll tell. Is it? He said Morris.
Yeah, Morris Blank. You know his name. It would have come up
Yep.
at some point, or you would have heard people talking
Yeah.
to him while you're at the bar.
Whatever's easiest.
All right. He goes back. He's back in less than 5 minutes. He's fried you up some eggs, toast. Looks like some warmed up bacon from breakfast, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got that for you.
Okay.
There you go, and you pay him.
Yep.
And I don't know if you want to stand at the bar and eat or go and join these fellas.
No, I was gonna go sit with the.
Okay, yeah.
I
the
was
two
waving
on
him over if I
okay,
had
okay.
noticed him.
No,
Yeah,
I
you
made the
noticed
order,
it.
then I went and sat down.
Okay. So he brings it over to the table for you. It's just pretty simple. Quick, fried up some eggs. Loren, Jack, you've already heard a description of Loren Hutton, haven't you?
Yeah,
Well, Jack,
I've talked with her before.
Her. Loren Hutton is...
Oh wait, no, shoot. I thought
yeah,
my
no,
brain.
You
you
think of
haven't met
Maggie.
Sean yet.
Yeah, I'm thinking Maggie Conner.
That's okay.
So,
Loren
Jack,
is-
this is our good friend Lauren.
I have
From,
spoke through the back of my head to Loren.
Okay. So he
When
commented
talking to
and you
Ed.
just... Okay.
What?
As if I didn't turn around to talk to him.
I think
Got
he
you.
said something to Loren, but he didn't actually direct his face in that direction at some point.
Yeah.
Good.
Blonde hair, clean shaven, heavy set, nice.
Yep.
Nice suit.
Tall, slightly overweight, vest and a hat. Wears a derby.
Probably a little sweaty right now.
Yeah,
He's had a
button
busy
down
morning.
shirt and glasses.
Actually, there's probably some dust on him. He probably looks dusty, a little dirty.
You keep saying heavy set, but when I look at your picture, you look decently like normal athletic build.
Yeah, but he carries it in his body, not his face.
Yeah.
You know what I
Okay,
mean?
gotcha.
So he's got like a kind of a not a thin face, but just an average face. But then he's a little thick down below.
Cool. Just making
He's a
sure.
nerd.
Ha!
Yeah, he's got glasses too, right?
Yep.
Anyway, so he joins you guys at the table.
We were just discussing the secret room.
Oh, yeah.
Jack,
Yes.
Was a little upset about missing.
Yeah.
Keeping an eye on him.
By the way, like, how many days has it been since we've been in there? Because, like, I took damage.
That was yesterday.
It was the day before.
You
Yeah.
get a point back if you were injured and you didn't take a major wound. You can get a point back.
All right. That's what I was thinking, but I wanted to see how many days it was.
Okay.
It was definitely interesting.
Jack already knows he actually killed the first one.
Yeah, Hutton. Jack looks pissed. He just like he's just
shoveling shrimp in his
he's
mouth.
eating, but he's not smiling. He hasn't said anything at all.
Tell you what, Jack, we could pay you to visit if you'd like, see if you can find any more secrets. Or would that just be patronizing? Patronize.
I'm sorry, I'm still thinking of the title. I missed the spectacular soiree in the skeletal sanctuary. Secret skeletal subterfuge.
That's actually a really good title.
Are you writing it down?
Yeah, I'm writing it
Grabs
down.
out a little notebook and he starts jotting this down.
What's with the alliteration?
Oh, all the best Jack West stories had alliteration in them.
I forget. You're into those stories.
Yeah. Don't you forget, the last one was Jack Justice and the Mansion of Madness.
Hutton, you can make a intelligence
Ed's
check.
gonna write these for me.
Oh,
That's right.
good.
Too bad I won't be in the second one.
You're muted.
You
Sean.
could get Yorie to write it for you. He's big on writing. Oh, you're muted, bud.
Oh, no, he wasn't. But there's no sound.
Oh, no, for sure.
Yeah, where's
I
his...
don't
There you
on
go.
my.
There you go.
I don't know what's going on. It's like my microphone's not.
There
being
you go.
used.
We got you.
Yeah, it's working right now.
All right, I got an extreme success, 14 out of 75.
He mentions Jack West. You remember seeing these terrible, terrible dime novels, poorly written, really badly illustrated.
Okay.
They've been out for about 6 months, maybe 8 months. It's hard to tell. They seem to come out like all the time. They're these over-the-top stories about this bounty hunter named Jack West. He's an ultimate shot. He likes to juggle guns and shoot people as he's juggling. He does a lot of trick shots. He'll always ricochet stuff. One time he shot himself in the foot. He had put a piece of metal on his shoe and it ricocheted and it took out a bad guy. Just impossible, extravagant stuff. And a lot of them seem to have like a supernatural or horrific twist to them. Like, he's just after this thing, but oh no, it turns out to be something, it's a ghost, or it's a monster, or the Drifter is this big villain that keeps recurring, keeps showing up, because Jack West always defeats him, and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, he saved everybody from the holes of no tomorrow!
You probably have read a couple, or maybe one or two, or at least skimmed through them when you were bored. Or you're stuck in a line for the post office, and there's some on the table, and you pop it open, and you look at it. The writing is kind of subpar. A lot of editorial mistakes, a lot of editing. They need editing. But people seem to love them. They are very entertaining. Allegedly, they're all true. That was the first line, and the ones that you've seen, everyone is another true story of the greatest gunman to ever live. That kind of thing.
Okay.
Jack West is maimed. His face is he looks like Jonah Hex. He's got a big tear in his cheek, that kind of thing.
And the author even tried to bring in some authenticity by bringing in the famous Marshal Clayton Pierce into his stories.
Yeah.
It's throwing him in there.
You've heard of Marshal Clayton Pierce. He was allegedly behind partially responsible for the death of John Valentine, a big bad guy, and return and jailing of Jack Parker, another very important guy. About a year and a half ago, these things happened. So the Valentine thing happened about 6 or 8 months ago. So yeah, that's been brought in. It's written by somebody named Brandon Staloid. Is the name of the author, which is obviously a pseudonym. Nobody would have a name like that.
Nobody would have a name like that.
It's not a real name, obviously. So, anyway, this is what pops into your head when he says Jack West, and then you realize this kid is dressed a lot like Jack West was always described as being dressed. All black and with this. It's not a Stetson. It's like a gambler's hat. It's kind of. It's not a 10-gallon. It's a nice hat. And fancy guns and all black and everything. But this kid is a good-looking kid. He's you can see his picture. I think his picture's in player pictures or character pictures or something.
Character pictures.
I think he's in there. So young kid.
Should be.
Not bad looking.
Oh, he's not.
No,
he's not.
No.
I got William Hazard's many outfits. Jean Sawyer.
God damn it, James.
I found a model that was wearing multiple outfits.
Character pics. Here he is. Let me stick him in there. Let's see. Character sheets. Character pics. Oh yeah, there's Loren Hutton. Yeah, Loren Hutton looks like he could be stout.
Yeah, I mean he's slightly overweight. He's not fat.
Yeah. He's just
also that high collars. It's keeping anything that could be there.
It's just pushing.
Oh, that's why there's not a picture yet, because I've got to fiddle this picture because it's got information on it that's no good. I've found another picture, the same picture, Yorie, but it's much bigger.
Oh, that's good.
Hold on.
I've
I'm
I've,
really quick to do this. You guys
I've,
role
heard,
play.
I've heard of those books.
Thank you.
They definitely need editors.
Yeah, I mean, but when you turn them out like he does, you don't got time for editors. I mean, what? They've been coming out for 8 months now, and there's like 53 of them.
No, there's not that many. But there's probably about 30 or 40. It's like every week or every other week, it seems like one shows up. How about that?
Well, when you're doing his level of production, you don't got time. As long as it's a good story in the end.
There you go. That's a great picture, actually.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that picture.
No,
God,
you already
that
sent
looks
me
like an
one,
old
but it was
baseball
tiny.
player.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
it
it
was
is
a
a
tiny
famous
version of
baseball
that.
player. I found a slightly bigger version. You can see it a little more clearly in this one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's actually, what's the name on this? Tinker, shortstop for Chicago NL.
National League, maybe.
Oh, I bet
Yeah.
it is. And the one that he sent me was, yeah, same thing, but it's a different frame. Okay. Anyway, sorry. So that's what he looks like.
So, is there anything else going on, like secret skeleton rooms that you all know about that I could write about?
Yeah, Hazard. You were investigating somebody else
I
in
believe
town.
I heard something about possible sirens, mermaids,
There was
or
also something else.
even ghosts that appear at night, possibly with the new moon or full moon, possibly
There was a
over
person.
near our fun mansion.
There was a person you were
Sorry,
investigating in town too.
good old Levi.
Shank.
Oh, yeah,
Ned
no, definitely.
Shankshaft, yeah.
I have him.
Okay, just making sure you remember. It's only been a day since you started that one.
Yeah.
So.
I'm
But,
highly suspicious of them pickers guilds. I'm sure they got plenty of stories hidden in their place.
I believe so. I don't think they would have anything to do with my investigation I'm doing, but they are very interesting. I might get with Abe later today, and we might sail his boat around where Levi might have gone missing. I am curious about that.
There's also the native in the Indian in the cell at the police station.
That deformed Indian, yes.
You got any drawing skills?
Actually, yes, I do.
Yeah, I think that would be a great illustration for a book. It looks real terrifying.
Well, I'm trying to write for the
Most
paper here.
unsightly.
They don't really do drawings.
Yeah. But they should. I like drawings. Makes the story better.
Pictures are nice, aren't they, Jack? Well,
Well, what do you guys want to do then? You have lots of choices.
Yeah, we're gonna go out on Abe's boat. We're gonna go on a fishing trip.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Fishing trip. Fishing trip.
Yeah, no, if you
fishing
wanna
trip,
go.
If you
fishing
want, you
trip.
can. You can do whatever you want. You'll have to catch Abe when he brings in a load.
Fishing trip. Fishing trip.
Jack seems to be interested in the fishing trip.
Well, we know Maggie's in town. She has a boat, doesn't she?
She does. She has a sloop. A very, very
Miss
good
Connors
size
does
boat.
have a boat.
Um,
I recall hearing she has the fastest boat around as well.
Yeah, Abe's boat's probably pretty small. At least I feel like.
Yes, Tex. Last time you saw Abby's boat, they were careening it. Remember?
Yeah, I tried to help.
You don't know if they're done yet. You
Oh,
know
But
where it is, though.
I do know that she does have a problem with me, and possibly people of my ilk. Kind of looks at
Ilk.
Jack.
I don't know if I'm of your ilk.
Yeah, no, you can hide it pretty well.
I'm just a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Don't look at
Wait,
me.
what do you mean by ilk, anyways? There could be a lot of things that could be.
I think he means working class.
Of higher society.
Oh, okay. Because I was
Jack.
thinking maybe high society, maybe like guns, or maybe like can't get people's names right. Because I get people's names right. I try real hard on Mr. Owen Starr's name. It's not my fault. It's like 7 or 8 words.
Well, his title's not necessary. It's just
He said it is very necessary.
Then why'd you leave it out?
Well, because he's not here.
Oh. Good. Well, at what time do you think people would be coming in fishing? I feel like I might have some kind of grasp being around the fishing
It
area for a
depends.
while.
It's always different because it depends on when
Gotcha.
they get enough
Whenever
fish.
they're
Yeah,
full.
when they fill up, they come in. They might not come until the end of the day with whatever they've caught if they've had a bad day. They might come in 3 or 4 times if they
Lowest
luck
luck.
out. Yeah. So, yep.
Gotcha.
So you guys could go down to the fishery. That's where they drop the fish off. If you want and wait, you could go see if Maggie's boat's back in the water yet. If you want to deal with her, you could see if there's a rental around. None of y'all have pilot boat though, do you? So that could be a problem. You guys could handle a rowboat or something, or a longboat, or a long, with oars. But if it's
that won't get us
sails,
where we want.
it's probably gonna take a while.
Not unless they got a team of seahorses to carry the boat. I don't think my guy could pilot one.
And we're going on a boat to go after a siren?
Yeah, they're
we're
out in the
looking for the whereabouts of Levi, Abe's friend, and we could run into these alleged sirens or mermaids. I just want to get out around this peninsula. See what's around.
Round the peninsula, which direction are you thinking, James?
So, to the map, I want to go south and
South. Right. So you're going to start by if you're following the coast, you're going to start by going kind of east and then heading south. Or you could do south. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
And then we're just whipping around. That's my plan at least.
Okay. Yeah, they've searched to the north. Posses have searched up in the north looking for debris or any sign of Levi Weddle all the way up to Safeton. I think that was in the paper.
And then we
currently,
might
there
take
are men out searching to the south on land.
Gotcha.
That started yesterday. No, it started Thursday, according to the paper.
Okay.
So, what do y'all want to do?
What is today?
Today is Saturday.
Saturday. Okay.
The weekend doesn't exist
yet.
No, there's still everybody's
now that
businesses are all
done?
open on Saturday. There's no weekends yet. Say that again.
No breaks.
No. Sunday.
I was saying now that lunch is over.
Yeah, you
just
guys have
stand up.
Yep. So
might make my way down to the docks.
Okay.
See if I can't.
I'll meet you there. I gotta go grab some stuff.
Talk to his charming wife, maybe, while I wait.
Okay. So are you going to try to get Abe's boat? Is that the plan?
currently plan. Yes.
Is Graves with you?
No. He's having the day off.
Okay.
Possibly perusing through that book.
Oh,
Whatever he
the
wants
one
to
that you
do.
could read. Yeah, that's right. Jack's going to the general store then?
No.
Oh.
Back home.
Okay, Jack's going
Back
back to
home.
his house. Hutton and Tex, where do you want to go? Are you going with Hazard? Do you want to look for Maggie? What's the call there?
I can go with Hazard.
Okay. How about Hutton?
I'll probably want to grab a few things, but
I think you're muted again, Sean. Yeah, I can't hear you.
nope.
Wait.
Maybe one of your cords is loose
Nope.
I don't
for your
know.
mic.
There it is.
There it goes.
There it goes.
When I signed on to Discord, it told me that it wasn't connected to my microphone, so I don't know what the heck's going on now.
Okay.
Mm.
Did I accidentally click Minecraft? I did.
No playing Minecraft while you're playing my game. I've had somebody do that. Played a video game while they were in the game.
No, I
Pissed me off
accidentally
so
clicked
bad.
it.
Where's Hutton going? Does he want to go with them?
I'll go with
Finding another boat?
Hazard.
Okay. So 3 of you are heading down. Again, you're going to get the same information from his wife. Is that he comes in, depending on how his day goes, and will drop off fish at the fishery. Fishery is number 19. Wait. Number 18. Wait, which one is it?
And I want to see if she got a
18,
new bucket
sorry.
yet.
She does have a new bucket, yeah. She did buy a new bucket with that
She
money
left
that
it.
you gave her, yeah. She tells you she kept the old bucket just to hit Abe with, that son of a bitch. They apparently
Cracked
don't
it
get
right in half.
It was already broken. So she can't really help you out there, but if you wait at the fishery... Oh, we lost Sean. I think he's trying to fix his mic.
He's trying to fix his
Yeah.
stuff, probably.
Now he's gone.
Sorry.
His face is gone. It's so sad. That's okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, are you guys? Do you want to wait by the fishery? Is that the plan? Do you want to go see if Maggie's sloop is in the water? What do you want to do? Tell me.
I know you really want to add Maggie in here.
No, it's
No.
an option. It's another option that you guys are not.
At my house.
All right, you think about where you want to go and what you want to do. Hazard, Hutton,
Think about
and Tex, and Jack. What are you getting from the house?
I'm packing a bag of supplies for
Okay.
going out on the ocean.
Okay.
Getting my rope,
Okay.
getting
yeah.
my spyglass.
That's a good idea. Well, do you have a spyglass or do you have binoculars? Field.
I think it was
I think
a
you have
spyglass
field.
is
I
what
think you
I
have field
specifically
glasses.
said.
Is what you said. Because you pulled them out. Because Hazard tried to buy some, and then you pulled them out when you were halfway to the haunted house.
We'll
your field
see
glasses.
what I have written down specifically.
I remember that. That
I
was
wrote
funny.
down field glasses in the journal.
I wrote down spyglass.
Okay. Well, next time specify. If I say it wrong, let me know that I've screwed up.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you got, it's
Screen-matic.
basically it's a telescope basically. That's in there. You could bring whatever you want, Yorie. I'll trust you that
All right.
you're bringing stuff that you hopefully will be useful. Compass, sextant.
Oh shit! I don't have one of those. I'm actually gonna go. Yeah,
Do
let's
you
go
have
get
a
a compass from the
Give me
general
a luck
store. Let's
check to
see
see
got
if they
one.
have one. That's not real
Good.
common, but it only costs you a couple bucks probably. Hazard, well, he's seeing if he gets a compass.
I got an 18. Out of 70.
Yeah, they got a few compasses. A lot of miners use them to so they don't get to help. Hopefully, so they don't get lost. So yeah, you could buy one.
Yeah.
It's like probably a couple
Nice.
bucks. I'm sure it's under your price. What are you guys doing? You going to the fishery? What?
Well, Tex, do you think we'd have more luck trying to talk to Miss Connors?
I can see if she's around.
If you don't mind checking, I would have to be aboard. I don't know if she would be inclined to allow that.
Would it be all right to say that you would be willing to hire her and her services with the boat?
Oh, very much so.
So that's what I'll just tell her. And if she wants to work for you, that's fine.
Perfect. You are a brilliant middleman.
Wow. As William Hazard pats himself on his back for a magnificent compliment. Good job, me.
What? No. I was saying he's a great middleman.
No, I know. That's what I mean. What a great compliment for this person, this dirty person. Okay.
Oh. I see what you're saying now.
It's just like Joel. Do you remember Joel? He's a dirty little man.
Good.
Yeah. Give me a luck check there, Tex.
X.
85.
Does that fail?
Yeah.
Yeah. Her boat is still on the side. You can see her.
Okay.
She's on it, working on it, actually, scraping barnacles off of it still.
If that's all, if she's still scraping barnacles off, then I'll just leave her alone.
Yeah, she's still working. You notice that as you walk up. Here, we'll do some randomness. I love randomness in my game. As you turn to walk away, you hear, "Hey, Tex," from Maggie.
All right. I'll turn. Howdy.
Well, how are you? She's going to strike up a conversation with you.
Oh, not too bad. I came down here to see if you might be up for hire, but I see you're still working on your boat, so I can just leave you to it.
Not quite yet. A few more days. It takes a lot to scrape all these barnacles and all this junk off.
I imagine. It looks like hard work.
Yeah, it is. You know how maintenance is.
Yep, sure do. Well, I'll let you get back to it.
All right. Well, bye. Okay, and you walk away.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, you go back. Yeah, you can tell them.
Yep, I'll tell them like it's.
What'd she say?
Scraping barnacles off of it. She said it won't be water ready for a couple days. So.
Well, this might strike us with a fine opportunity to assist Miss Connors, and she can see how nice us folk can be.
You're gonna.
Oh my!
I'm just gonna look him up and down. You're gonna be willing to scrape barnacles off of a boat?
Did you change into your sailor suit?
Can't be too hard. Actually, yes. Let's have done that because that just makes sense. I want to go on a boat in one of my normal suits.
Yeah, he's wearing like a white suit, like a white sailor suit.
Yeah, I'd definitely be looking him up and down, be like,
It's very nice looking.
you know,
I just have to roll up my sleeves.
Getting that dirty.
It should be fine.
Oh my god. James is like, I'm gonna just invite the game master to fuck with me now. It'll be fun for everyone. Okay, so what's the plan?
Well, I can take you to her boat then. I can show you right where she's at.
Loris, are you interested in doing this as well?
Oh, me?
Oh, yes, you.
It's Loren, Mr. Hazard.
Lord's a woman. Are you sure you didn't mean Lawrence?
It's Loren.
I'll try to remember that.
Immediately forgets.
I'm sorry. What did you ask?
Miss Connors is scraping barnacles off of her boat, trying to make it seaworthy, I guess.
It's routine maintenance, sir.
Routine maintenance. So, if we go and assist her, she'd be less rough around the edges when I'm around. That's the hope. And with the three of us, we should be able to speed up the workload. Hopefully brighten her day as well.
Is there a reason she doesn't like you?
I treat everybody nicely, so I don't know why she would have a problem, but she really seems to not like me.
Maybe you keep calling her by the wrong name.
Possibly. Maybe she doesn't like
No,
Maggie.
that can't be it. That can't be it.
Well, I'll think on that on the walk over.
Yeah, it's not far. You guys walk over there. Jack, you were at the grocery store. You bought a compass. You got your gear.
I'm also getting a bag of apples, a bushel of apples.
Yeah, they got
burlap sack of apples.
Good lord, a whole bushel of
To beat
apples.
off
I
the
don't
skirt.
That's
know,
a
man.
lot of apples. How
Like
big
10
is it?
apples.
Okay, yeah. You get a bag of apples.
Learning from that other story.
You try not to
Yeah.
get the scurvy. Is that what's
Bring
happening?
all
Here?
the apples.
No, apples were the first thing I thought of. I'm bringing food. We're going on a trip out into the ocean.
True. Yeah, it's Pacific Ocean. Anything else?
So it's the compass.
Fishing rods.
Ooh, yeah, I want a fishing rod.
I would assume they probably have some pretty inexpensive fishing rods. Yeah.
Yeah, the kind that do they got the kind that doesn't even have a reel? It's just like the flick and cast, and you gotta yank it back in as hard as you can.
Doubt it. I think it's pretty simple.
Okay.
Regular, these are probably rods for fishing in a river. But does Jack know the difference?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his daddy didn't have time to teach him how to fish.
Nope. So yeah, you could buy some fishing rods. I don't know how many you want.
Fontaine showed him how to get catfish once.
Probably. I could see Fontaine actually taking
Noodling.
and getting some
kept
catfish. Yeah.
noodling.
Yeah, Fontaine can
Yeah.
cook. You know, he's got like
He
three.
can't cook, but he can cook catfish.
He's got He's got like three meals that he can actually cook. Like catfish is one of them. He can cook a nice
Good.
catfish. Everything else he cooks all just tastes like really heavily fried something. You're not sure what.
Nice.
Butter
Yeah.
seems to be his go-to for food preparation. You want some bread? Let me fry you up some bread here in this butter. Yeah, so you can get some. You can get some lines.
Apples.
You want. We got a couple of lures here. It looks like
Yeah.
somebody has set up like a little stand, right? Where somebody is making lures locally, like tying flies, and trying to
Yeah.
sell them.
Yeah. I'll buy 2.
Well, where are you going? This is the
And I
older
guess-
gentleman who
And
runs
I guess
the store.
they got crickets.
Mm-hmm.
Crickets make great bait. That's what I've been told.
They do have some crickets. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
you'll
buy
get you a
some
little box
crickets.
of crickets. I mean, this general store is the main place to buy everything in town, so
Yeah.
they're pretty usable.
We're going out on the
where you
ocean trying to find a mermaid.
A mermaid. All right.
Yeah, that's what Mr. Hazard said at least.
Have you got a boat? Who are you going with?
He's gonna try Abe.
Oh, Abe's going to be out fishing. I don't think, and he's got a tiny boat. What do you mean we?
Me, Mr. Hazard. I don't know his name yet. And Tex.
So four of you on Abe's little boat? Okay, good luck with that.
I mean, I said it was probably a small boat, but
Yeah,
Mr. Hazard
it's a small
insisted.
You'd have better luck with Maggie Conner's boat. Poor Maggie.
Yeah, she don't like Mr. Hazard that much.
Oh, why not?
I think he rubbed her the wrong way.
Oh, that can happen. Maggie's
Bad
strong-willed.
first impression.
The what?
Bad first impression.
Oh, that can happen too. Yep. Poor Maggie.
Anything else y'all recommend? I got food. I got the worms.
Some worms.
I got
You got
bait.
worms. You got crickets. You got the flies. Wait, you're gonna go fishing on the ocean?
Yeah.
Oh, these little fishing poles ain't gonna take. You're not gonna catch nothing on the ocean with it. Here, come here. He's gonna take you to. He's got like one fishing pole that actually has like a decent line on it, like a heavy duty line.
Mhm.
He's like, I think this is what you're gonna need if you're fishing on the ocean. Get them swordfish.
What? Thanks.
All right, he sells you that. He'll sell you that. He'll sell them all if you want the other fishing poles.
Nah,
too.
just the one.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he puts them back. Yeah, okay, so you go to the fishery and tell them you want some chum. All right,
Mhm.
that's fish guts, right?
Mhm.
And they'll probably sell you a bucket for like a penny.
Mhm.
And that's what you use for bait.
All right.
Because there ain't nothing big gonna go for. He's pointing to the worms and the
And the
crickets and
crickets.
even the flies. He's like, I'm trying to sell these flies for her, but I don't want you to buy flies. You're not gonna catch nothing with flies if you're going out on the ocean. But I wouldn't recommend 5 men on Abe McClellan's boat.
Well, we'll see what's going on when I get down there. I
All
don't make
right.
these decisions.
Okay. You should hire Maggie out. She'd probably take you fishing. She's nice. Except to Mr. Hazard, apparently. Poor Maggie. All right.
I don't think she liked Owen Starr either.
Well, why is not what's not to like?
I don't know. Probably bad first impression too.
Could be, I guess. Could be. Okay. So you head out to look for your friends. The other three gentlemen walk over to where Maggie is scraping barnacles. She's mostly. It looks like she's mostly done. And actually, Aaron, the boat's been flipped over on its other side from when you saw it. You think?
Okay.
So she's obviously got one side done. So she's working. How do you want to approach her? I mean, who's going to talk to her? What's going to happen here?
I step
I'm
forward.
gonna grab
of
apple
course.
juice real quick.
So you're going to approach before Tex can. So Tex Hazard seems to be taking the lead.
All right. Do you try to
all
jump in? No, like literally, like as player, like if your character would jump in, I'm probably pointing the wrong way because it's mirrored.
That's okay.
Go ahead and jump in. But like, that's just what my character would do.
Yeah. But if you don't,
Yeah.
you don't. So it's up to you, Aaron.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think he even cares that much. If you start heading up to her, you
Good.
just let him. So,
Tex like this should be interesting. So Lauren, this is probably the first time you've seen this woman. She's wearing pants. She's not wearing a dress. She's dressed roughly, and she's scraping barnacles with this big flat piece of, it's a handle with and a piece of flat that she's just scraping off junk off the bottom of
I'm
the boat.
about to speak, and then it dawns on me: we don't have tools. Wait, Tex, do you know if do we have to have these specific tools? She might not have enough.
Tex,
I've
you
never dealt
don't know.
I've never dealt with fishing before.
Rats. Well, we'll go from the cuff.
And then he walks up to her.
Ahoy, Miss Connors.
She lifts her head up and she lowers it like this. She got her back to you, and then she looks over. She looks over her shoulder at you, and she rolls her eyes and she goes, "What do you want, Hazard?"
Couldn't help but notice you're still working on your boat. Would you like
Is that some
some
kind of
extra
crack
hands?
or what?
I was just offering some extra labor.
She looks at you. She looks at Hutton, wearing a nice suit, a little dusty, but otherwise nice. She looks at Tex. Okay, Hazard, you want to help? You can help. You can all help. Are y'all together? Y'all here to help me?
Of course.
All right. She climbs down off the side of the boat. She gathers up some tools.
I'm just thinking, good. She had enough.
She's handing off tools to Hutton and to Tex, and then she reaches. She says, "Wait right here." She goes around. She shows up. She comes back up with this big, slopping bucket of tar, and she puts it down and she hands you this brush, and she says, "You can just like painting the wall. You ever painted anything?"
Can't say that I have,
Just
but it shouldn't be too hard.
put
You
it on
just-
smoothly
Yep.
on the areas we're done with. We'll be done with the rest with the two of you men helping. Mister, you're probably going to want to change. She looks at Hutton and says that.
He'll take off his jacket.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, he doesn't wear a jacket. He has just a vest and a button-down shirt.
Okay. She says, well, what do you do then when she says that? If you don't have a jacket to take off?
I guess he'll go down to his undershirt.
Okay, come on. You start on that end, she says to you, Hazard, towards the front of the boat.
Away from us.
And then she gets Tex and Hutton to work on scraping. It's junk. It's mostly,
Manual
there's some
labor.
barnacles, there's some various other stuff on the bottom of the boat that's obviously sea life that has clung to the boat at some point or another. Um, if you see any rotten pieces of wood, let me know.
Will do.
And the three of them get to work towards the back because she's almost done, and then you get to work on the front. Hutton, Hazard.
I do have a pretty low deck, so I don't know if I might slow him down a little bit with this.
That's okay. That's okay. So Hazard, give me a luck check.
Gotcha.
It starts out good, but then as his hands get slick, the tool just keeps sliding right out of his hand.
I'm thinking more of,
20 out of 65.
right. You're doing pretty good for the first half. Putting this stuff on. She comes down to check on your work. She tells you not to put it on too thick, and then she goes back to the other gentleman. They're almost done.
I'm just thinking to myself, what the heck's too thick look like?
Do I arrive around now?
Jack, you do end up showing up. You're asking. Are you asking around for these men? Like,
Yeah, I'm asking
you're
around.
asking around for the men. You do hear a couple of townsfolk are like, "Oh yeah, we saw them. They're over at Maggie Conner's boat. It's just," and they give you instructions. And one of the people's like, "Poor Maggie." You've been hearing that a lot.
I actually ask at this point, why is I say
Okay.
I was wondering how long it would take. Oh, she's cursed. Don't you know? Haven't you heard about this?
No.
Oh, so Maggie's had 5 beaux since she moved here 5 years ago, and
You
each
say
one of
boats?
beaux. She was courted by 5 different men,
Oh, okay.
and each one died. Let's see. Do you remember how? I don't remember. I remember that one that was hit by that meteor. There was.
Watch out, Aaron.
Hold on. I'm gonna have to find it. I don't think I printed this one out. I thought I did.
Dude, hit
Was,
by meteors.
was Aaron the one that said what?
Yeah, I'm like, what? How? What's the chances of that happening?
It's pretty low.
Extraordinarily low.
They were out on the ocean, too. No saving them.
Let's see. Hold on. Wait a minute.
That took his whole boat out.
No, that was.
Also, the thought
here we
came
go.
to mind, like,
Oh, I imagine it's like a baseball-sized meteor.
No, it's boulder size.
Hold on a second.
I'm pretty sure it wouldn't take a meteor a very large meteor to take
It
someone
wouldn't.
out, though.
No.
Yeah,
no,
Yeah, that's why I was thinking baseball size.
Freaking bullet size will do it.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
here
was
we go.
saying, like, a quarter
I
or
can
something
use
would
this.
kill you. Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't have to be very.
No,
big.
I don't know. I don't know about a quarter.
Let's
Just because,
see.
like,
At
terminal
terminal
velocity
velocity,
and all that.
it
Yeah.
wouldn't take
Half a
much of
penny
it.
off of the
No,
Sears
no, it
Tower.
wouldn't
Well, no,
be
but that's what I'm saying. That small, it can't reach a high terminal velocity.
So these two people start talking, trying to remember all these people who have died, and they don't all have all the names. There was his first, was it Steve? Yes, it was Steve. So he was a photographer. He was taking a picture of the church struck by lightning. And the second one
That'll ruin the
Um,
film.
was he Harry? I think he ate tainted potato salad. And then there was that third fella. He had a fishing accident and he died. I don't know the details on that one. And then there was that teamster. Yeah, that teamster drove right off a cliff.
Did the horses drove off the cliff too, or did they like?
Oh yeah, they all went off the cliff. He took a wrong turn or something. I don't know. And then the last.
That's real weird.
Then there was that fellow went up. The painter. She had that painter fellow. That was a couple years ago, and he went up to the Olympic Mountains to paint a sunset, and then he took a nap and froze to death. And then there was I can't remember the last one, but he was struck by a meteor. He was a sailor too. He and they had just had a fight. That's what I heard too. They had a fight, and she kicked him out of the house, or he left and he stormed out. I can't remember. And he was camping out, and then they found him in a crater the next day. It was like the meteor was part of him. They had to bury him in this box with the coffin had this big front side that the meteor was in. It was pretty funny. They start laughing. These two guys start laughing. It doesn't sound funny. It sounds kind of tragic, but you know.
Yeah. And
She's
Jack
had
You
knows
weren't
bad
more
there.
luck.
like
That's why you
hear
don't know
about
the humor.
this.
That was last year. That was about a year ago. Sometime in 1876. So anyway, so you've gotten this information, Yorie.
Going to the fishery.
Okay. You don't see your. Oh no. They pointed you to where they had seen these guys working on Maggie's
Yeah.
boat.
Maybe he's picking up bait. That's why he's heading to the fishery.
Oh, that's right. You're going to the fishery to pick up bait. Thank you. So yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like it's like a penny. They'll sell you the bucket. Probably it's a nasty old bucket. It's full of chunks of it's innards. It's not just like it's not like
Smells great.
normal chum is like liquid partially, but this is all pretty solid. But yeah, you could
Yeah.
use it for bait. It's not that old. It's not like it's old rotten guts, but it is guts.
It's just fish guts.
Yeah, it's super fishy smelling. But it's yeah.
Now I'm heading for the boat.
And you spot these men. Hazard, make me another luck check.
Come on, make money. 18.
Okay, yeah. You're doing a pretty good job. You're 3/4 of the way or 2/3 of the way done putting on the stuff. Jack comes up, and Maggie comes over about the same time. She says, "That's pretty good, Hazard. Pretty good job." I'm surprised. I'm very surprised.
Try my best.
Uh-huh.
She sees me walking up with
She does see you
all
walking
this
up.
stuff,
Yeah.
carrying a lot.
She's like,
I'm ready to go fishing.
yeah.
Hey, it looks like y'all did make nice with her.
Wait, was this
I was
just a
wondering if
trick?
what was going to happen, because the people at the general store said Abe's boat was way too small to go out on.
She glares at you, Hazard. So this was just a trick to get nice with me?
I don't know what Jack meant, but no, it is to pay amends for my poor introduction.
This is just
When we
like
first
you,
met.
Hazard. Thinking you could just buy
Wait,
your
what did
way
I do?
to anything, or
There
suck
was
up
no
to
money
somebody.
involved.
Suck up to somebody just to get them to do you something, isn't it? That's the only reason you're here, isn't it?
I have not propositioned to hire you at all yet.
But you were planning on it.
Hey, yeah,
Thank you, Jack.
Thank you, Jack.
I caught that, Mr. Hazard.
Nice shot, by the way, Jack.
When?
Lunch.
Oh, thanks.
Finish your work. She turns and walks away from Hazard. You see Loren, it looks like Hutton and Tex are done with their part of the work.
Yeah, I head over to them.
That's where Maggie's going.
Oh, okay.
Hazard is still working. I need one more luck check, Hazard.
Come on.
Fail.
He slips in the tar.
64.
Is that a fail?
70. No, he has 70.
65.
Oh, I thought he had 70.
Yeah. You do not get anything on your beautiful sailor suit somehow.
Sweet.
With all this tar moving around it.
I thought that was just going to be a given. But
What?
that's probably why it took me so long.
Yeah, it did take you a long time. Okay, and then she needs some help. She's going to need help. She says, Jack, you don't know where anybody lives. All right, before you wait here. And then she leaves. That's all she says.
All right. While she's gone,
Yeah, she's probably going to be gone for a while from the look of it.
I go over to Loren and I say, hey, I got another lead on stories for you. You gotta ask Maggie about her curse. That's what the townsfolk told me. They said she's cursed, and
She's
all her fiancés die in mysterious ways, like meteors and and lightning strikes and horses going right over the edge.
don't you think that'd be a kind of a sensitive subject for her?
Well, yeah, but it would also make good books, though. I think.
Well, I mean,
It could make
I
good
don't,
reading, but it does
I don't
sound
wanna-
insensitive.
I don't want to.
Well, you know, you gotta ask right.
Pry.
You know, don't just jump into it like Mr. Hazard would.
I mean, it's definitely an idea. Thank you. Was it Jack?
Jack Justice, and I put my I shuffle things around in my hand, put some like the bucket down, and give you a hand for handshake.
He reaches out and shakes his hand.
Yep.
Well,
Hazard, you do have a lot of tar on your hands, though. By the way, it's kind of unavoidable.
turpentine.
What is this? You just rub your. What are you doing?
It's just like
That's not gonna work with tar.
just wipe it off on the boat. No,
The boat's covered
Like
in
it's,
tar.
like it's covered in tar.
no, to a non-tarred part.
It's all covered in tar.
So the
Get
deck.
the sail.
Are you going to the deck and wiping your hands on the deck?
No.
Okay. Or the sail? The sails are all gone. They're not there. What is going on? What is that girl wearing? We can see her, James. In her
One sec.
unmentionables.
She's got a light.
I don't know what she's doing. Tell her to put some clothes on.
Un momento.
Uh-oh.
But yes, I would search to get that fixed. Well, just like water or something.
Yeah, water's not
It's not
taking-
going to come off. It's tar.
Not with
but,
tar, no.
Turpentine.
but I'll be trying to get it.
I don't know
One
if
moment.
turpentine's a thing. I don't know how old that is.
Turpentine's been around forever. I'm pretty
Okay.
certain. It's been around for a long time. He might be able to try some, like, lantern oil would probably help.
I was trying to think what would work. It's like, yeah, like because gasoline would work, but gasoline isn't in this time.
Right, kerosene is, though.
It's turpentine.
Yeah.
That's the
Turpentine.
answer.
I would say kerosene would probably work.
Yeah, but it's going to leave his hands stinking. But so is turpentine. Whatever he does,
Yeah.
he's got a mess. That's why she gave him that job. She goes
Yeah.
back after about an hour. She's got like 8 or 9 other men. Big guys. You recognize a couple of them. No, nobody
we're gonna
does.
lift the boat.
Hazard
I-
will recognize a couple of them from the teamsters.
Was any of them like the ones that helped pull the boat up on
Yes.
the skip or whatever?
Yep,
Or whatever?
Tex, you recognize some of the men from that as well.
All right.
And they all start rigging up pulleys and stuff to pull it back into the water. Basically, she takes the anchor out and drops it. A couple others that she brought with her. A couple men are carrying big, heavy anchors to put in the water. They're attaching pulleys to basically drag the boat back into the water next to the dock. I don't know if you guys want to help or not.
Yeah.
It's going to be back-breaking work to get it back in the water.
Yeah. Jack loves breaking his back.
Okay. We're going to assume that Hazard kind of vanishes. He goes off to try to find something to clean his hands off with. Because he's having no luck with water. He tries spit. As he's leaving, Maggie says, try urine.
Your hands.
And we'll tell him that when he gets back.
Yeah.
And it probably takes y'all about an hour to get the boat back into the water.
Okay.
And at that point, it's going to take her another hour to get the sails rigged again. She's got the help of a couple of these men. Some of them are obviously fishermen. They stink of fish. But by, say, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe closer to 4, you guys have got the boat in. But there are some dark clouds rolling up. I just rolled and you can see lightning in the distance coming in off the Pacific. Hazard, you went off to when these men showed up to help put the boat back in the water. You went off to try to find something to clean your hands off with because nothing's working. As you left, Maggie said, "Try urine."
Good.
So, What do you want to try to do to get this tar off your hands?
Pay on them.
E on them. No. Um.
But you left. Since you were gone, you left to
Currently,
go try to clean your hands up. At least get the gooey gunk off.
yeah. That makes sense. I'd probably try to use kind of cloth,
Say that again. You're breaking up.
some sort of cloth to try to like just get
You
the
could get
large
some off with the
parts
cloth.
off. And
Yeah, we'll
get
say
it,
that you go to the general store. You can
everything.
buy some cloth, just to try to clean your hands off.
then I would ask him, "Oh, what's the best way to get tar off your skin?"
Um, Give me a luck check, James. Let's see if you talk to somebody who knows what the hell they're talking about. If you make it, you got the guy who owns the store.
I could use this earlier. 07.
Oh, 07. Yeah, you talk to the guy. He gives you, he says, come out back, and he grabs a bottle of lamp oil, and he pours it on your hands. And with the cloth and the lamp oil, you can get the worst of it off. Your hands are still stained a little bit.
Interesting.
You got most of the tar
Yeah.
off. They stink. Your hands stink of lamp oil. If you go to a pump, well, they don't really have pumps here, but he's got some water and some soap, but that doesn't take the smell of kerosene off your hands. But they aren't like awful anymore. And then by the time you get back, they've gotten the boat back, the sloop back into the water. Maggie is rigging the sails, but by the time she rigs the sails, it's 4 in the afternoon, and you guys can see a storm coming in. You can see lightning in the distance coming off the Pacific. I just rolled it randomly, and I got this lovely thing.
I think it might be best if we don't go out on the water.
And I rolled blizzard on the other.
Good. Fuck, blizzard's coming in.
I would assume that'd be a really, really, really bad storm, like a lot. In this case, we'll combine it, and it's just gonna. It looks like, it's just like, you know, in horror movies when you see the clouds coming in and they're all black and they're pulsing and shit. It's kind of like that. Kind of like
like when you're in
Ghostbusters.
the mountains.
Like Ghostbusters, you know how the clouds started to come out. It's that. It's kind of like that, coming your direction. Maggie looks at the sky after Loren makes this statement. She says, "Yeah,
I feel like that's
this might not be a good day to go.
doesn't look it.
But thanks for all your help, Jack
Oh, pleasure.
Welcome.
and Loren and Tex. Hazard, you were adequate."
Thank you.
We do still want to go out at some point, right?
You can rent the sloop if you want.
We may try to do that on a
I
better
feel
weather
like
day.
if we ask over Hazard, we might get a better price.
You're just saying this to Maggie?
Yes.
She looks at Hazard and she says, "Maybe. It's probably going to cost him a lot because I'll need to put in extra buckets for when he starts puking." She secures her boat to that dock. I sent you guys the map that
Yeah.
there's a number 45 next to one of the docks. That's where she's securing up the boat as the weather's starting to really get bad. The rain starts to come just a little bit at first, but it looks like it's going to be a blowout of a storm.
See the rain
All
start
right,
coming in
gentlemen.
off the distance.
Yeah, you're getting a little rain right now, but you know it's going to be a lot within the next like 10, 15 minutes. It's going to start just pouring.
Ooh.
I believe I'm going to call it a day.
Did you find out anything about Ned Shankshaft yet? That's Maggie. To you, Hazard. Or no.
Wait, I don't
No, never mind.
remember
Never
me
mind.
talking to her
No. She
about
didn't.
that.
I'm misinterpreting. I
Was-
forgot. Never mind.
She's
She
talking
doesn't
to
say
Ted.
anything like that.
Okay, I was gonna say,
Oh, okay.
No.
was that one of the quarters?
I was really confused.
So was I. I got mixed up. So yeah, she finishes.
You said
steering the boat.
45. I am not finding it.
It is.
I'm
It's
struggling.
right below 46.
Yeah, 46 is just off downtown. There's the road behind downtown. If you go down that road, downtown is kind of over by 14, 39, and 37. If you go down the road to the left of it,
Yeah.
46 is at the end. It's on a house. And then 45 is out in the water. It's a dock.
Yep.
Is it near 31?
No. Are you certain you have
I
the
don't.
newest
The
of
only
the maps?
thing.
Saltmarsh maps. You might
Where's
want
the
to go to
newest
Saltmarsh
map?
maps. It's right above us here, where we
Oh
are.
shit. Okay.
I'm going to start putting all the Saltmarsh maps as I update them in there. So you might not
It's
have
the
the
dock
newest.
Okay,
that's
yeah.
kind of pointing towards
I was
the
looking at an
island.
old one that
and-
didn't have the 45 or 49.
as I
So you
start-
said it was at 45?
Yeah, 45 is the dock. It kind of sticks out.
Gotcha,
It's the
okay.
longest dock actually to the yeah, it's just a long dock, and her schooner, or sorry, her sloop is there. It's about a 40-foot sloop. There is some cargo space and room underneath. There's probably a small cabin, but there's not a lot. I mean, but it's got a really tall mast. It's obviously the biggest ship,
Okay.
biggest boat you've seen. As a sloop, it's technically a ship, but you wouldn't want to go across an ocean with it. Probably, it'd be pretty small. Um,
Very choppy.
Maggie grabs a slicker, covers her head up with it, and heads up the dock. And you see her take a left at the 46 and go into that house as y'all are leaving.
Oh.
It's a
Now we
two-story
know
house,
where she
kind of
is.
nice, quaint, cute little house.
No, I mean, I think I'll head for the hotel. I know I've got a room above the newspaper, but I mean, I don't want to get caught in this rain and still need to eat.
All right, gentlemen. I say we meet around the saloon for lunch, and then we can head out to sea tomorrow, weather permitting.
All right.
See y'all at church. And then I just turn and leave.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, it's Sunday tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's Sunday.
Tomorrow's Sunday.
I'm going to go home and
That's
read
why we
about
don't
the
go in the
Philosopher's
morning.
Stone.
Yeah, you can do
The
that.
Philosopher's Stone.
Anybody
What is the
want-
local church here?
It is a have you sought it out yet, Sean?
No.
You probably have to ask around. You can find there's a
Okay.
Methodist church here in town, Saltmarsh Methodist. It's up on the cliff on the east side of town.
Okay.
Chill, dogs. It's not dark enough yet for me to worry about them going outside. So I don't know if you want to go to church or not. Who's going to church on Sunday? We'll do.
Yeah.
Me and Fontaine are going to church.
Graves
Technically,
and
my character is
Hazard.
My character is a Protestant, so he will look for a Protestant church.
The Methodist church is the only
Methodist
church in
is
town.
a Protestant.
Okay,
Well,
it's the only church.
But
Okay.
Protestant as a specific
Yeah.
Protestant religion. I get that.
Yeah.
He's not Catholic.
Hazard's going right with Graves. Is Tex going to church?
Nope.
Tex is sleeping in.
God
Couldn't
and I
find a
made a
decent place to
deal, and
stay.
it didn't involve me going to church on Sundays.
What about Hutton? Is he going?
He would go.
Okay. The one thing, Hutton, that you notice is on the left side of the church, there's like a booth with several
Mhm.
seats that nobody sits in, with a pew that is perpendicular to the normal ones.
Mhm.
That nobody sits in that one. Yeah, you don't know what's going on there. The preacher
Okay.
is a hell and fire and brimstone preacher. Very eloquent. Um, really, really, really like robust about what he's preaching about. But when you shake his hand as you're leaving, he talks to you like this. Oh yes. Thank you very much for coming. And that was not the voice that he had when he was up there on the
Yeah.
pulpit. Like,
He's a show.
Going to hell.
he's not quite that bad, but he is very, very. He's big when he's up on the pulpit.
Okay.
Let's see what the weather's like today.
Oh,
Overcast and
Hazard.
cloudy, but it is not raining. Let's see what the secondary says. Hurricane.
No, Jesus.
No, I'll make a roll after you guys are at sea. But Maggie is at church. She's wearing just a nice, pretty dress. She seems very sociable with everybody in town. As do
Except Hazard.
a lot. Well, yeah, she doesn't talk to him much. I don't know if Hazard approaches her or not, or says anything.
It's church time. She needs space for God.
I say hi to the Campbells. I tell them Jill's doing good.
You still hanging out with those Baldries?
I never really hung out with the Baldries.
We saw you ride by with those boys.
You say hang out, and then there's form a posse for special situations. Those are different. If I want to have a fun day, I'm not going to the Baldries.
Well, I hope not. They're terrible. They're terrible people.
I'd agree.
They're going to hell.
We had to really stop them from shooting any windows out.
Don't hang out with them. They're bad news.
I don't hang out with them.
Father Campbell. That's I think it's Alan is his name or something like that. The guy that gave you Jill. Alan Campbell, yeah. And his son Bertie.
I would try to get with the preacher before his sermon to try to ask him a couple questions real quick.
No, he doesn't have time. He can see you
Doesn't have time.
after the service if you want. You can find time to talk to him after the service if you want, but beforehand there was no way you could get him alone. There's
Gotcha.
too many people talking to him. But did you want to talk to him afterwards?
Yes,
Yeah,
but we'll also
what do you
see
want?
how this plays because I might go to somebody else.
What?
Well, we'll see how the church plays out.
Well, yeah, they're not. It's overcast. They're not doing any kind of a lunch today. They're not doing like a picnic like usual. But yeah, if you want to get to with him after the service, you can.
Okay, doke.
What do you want to ask him?
Oh, okay. So, service is done.
Yeah,
Picker
yeah.
Skills did not show up today.
No. Picker skills were not there.
Okay, got you. All right, I'll walk up to him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Mr. Hazard, yes. Oh, how are you? How are you today?
I'm doing rather well. Great sermon, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I do my best.
I was wondering if I wanted to speak to Miss Pickersgill. I feel the safest way to do so would be trying to catch her after church.
Oh dear.
Would that be correct?
Oh, well. I would not go on their property. No, not without an invitation. They have a tendency to shoot first and find out who they're shooting at later. Perhaps they usually don't come to church except at Christmas and Easter. This Easter service will be next month. It's actually, I can't give you the date, but he can. Yeah, that would be, well, actually that's April 2nd. Wait.
Is it safe to assume that they get mail?
First Sunday after the full moon.
Yeah, this is wrong. This is
Ooh.
April 1st, which is actually today. Yeah, this is April 1st. I'm actually surprised they're not here. They usually come on Easter Sunday, so I'm not sure why they didn't come this Sunday. That's quite perplexing. They did come last week, of course.
They did.
They did, says Loren. Oh, you're not there. They usually come. They came last week, and perhaps they came last Sunday. Perhaps that's why they didn't come. This was the Easter service, by the way. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. How old is April Fool's Day?
Oh, yeah, good question.
It's Jack Justice and his dirty pranks.
Let's see. First, celebrated. I mean, I know April Fool's Day's origins, meanings, and hoaxes. When did it start? By NPR. Usually you say origins and stuff, and it'll throw a date at you. It goes back to 1582.
Oh.
Well, yeah, but hold on. That doesn't mean that in the United States in the 1870s.
In 1508, a French poet referred to April Fool, literally April's fish, possibly the first reference to the celebration in France.
April
17th
fish.
century. In modern times. Okay, that's modern times. They jump from 18th century to in modern times. 1957, 1985, 1992. Nobody knows where it began.
I accidentally clicked on Armenia.
1905. Stay where someone truly needs to be on their guard. 1686. That's mentioned. 1760. I don't know. Oh wait, let's try Wikipedia. Sometimes you get lucky. Hmm. Ew. A common prank is to carefully remove the cream from an Oreo and replace it with toothpaste. Gross. Never heard of that.
So what I'm seeing here
I
is
think I've heard of that.
in France in 1582 when they switched calendars because many people still didn't realize that the first of the year started in January. They still celebrated it in March and early April.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. There's nothing much about it about the United States. A lot of other countries have stuff.
So it's probably not really a thing.
I don't think it's really a thing. I think it's more modern that we started playing pranks. Um, uh, okay, hold on. In U.S. 19th century. Let's see
Some
if
people
there-
real quick.
Okay, beginning in the late 19th century, newspapers started to publish and celebrate April Fool's Day. 1896. I'm guessing it's not real popular yet as a prank day. So until I can find something else, we're going to kind of say that. Especially not on Easter Sunday. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. So that's what he tells you. Usually they're here on Easter Sunday and Christmas, but they came last weekend, or they came last Sunday, so perhaps they couldn't make it today for some reason.
And then I followed up with, I would assume they get mail.
I don't know. I would assume they have a mailbox. You would have to ask. Oh, he's already gone. You would have to ask.
General store man.
Yeah, shit. What the fuck? Where is the general store? Fred Jeffcott's. He owns and runs general stores. A heavyset gentleman with mutton chops.
Well, thank you very kindly.
You're welcome. You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
And you enjoy your Easter.
Oh, thank you. You too. Bless you. Whatever. Okay, so are you guys having lunch and then going to look for Maggie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to stop by and ask Jack real quick too. Oh, by the way, Jack, does Fontaine speak or read French?
A little.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe. Maybe just the curse words.
Does Jack know? Would Jack know? Or does he just
Maybe
know
just
what
the
he
curse
knows?
words.
Okay.
If you don't mind asking on my behalf, might have a interesting task I'd be more than willing to pay him for.
All right.
Simple translation.
Y'all find more books? He likes reading.
I did. I found one written in French, it seems.
I mean, honestly, yeah, you just give it to him. Maybe he'll read it. If he's done with his poetry.
But I would like it translated so that I may read it.
I don't know if he can do that for you. That sounds like working. He's usually not wanting to do that for others unless you're paying him. So I'll be up to you.
So, Jack, if you could ask him what form of compensation Fontaine would like for translating the book for me.
Go
Sorry?
ask him. He ain't gonna bite.
Why, thank you, Jack. You are most helpful.
Oh, you're welcome, Mr. Hazard.
God damn it. Okay.
Sarcasm's not lying.
Are you going? No. That's not. Yeah. No, that's. You can get away with sarcasm, especially when you're blatant, even if they don't realize it. So, you guys have lunch? Are you having it at the saloon?
I would assume so. Is there any place else that serves lunch?
No. There's no other restaurants or anything in this town.
Okay.
Jack could go home if he wants, or he could eat at the saloon. But I believe he does dinner at home and usually has lunch at the saloon. Isn't that what you said,
Yeah.
Jack? So yeah, you guys have lunch together. You go in search of Maggie to take you on her sloop. Who's got low luck? Let's get a low luck check. See if you can how easily you can find her.
It's not me.
I think
pretty
lowest
sure
luck
it's-
is
I'm pretty
Aaron
sure
with
it's Aaron.
55.
Oh, okay.
Which
yeah.
is
55?
Owen Star.
impressive that that's our low
That's
luck.
pretty good. So yeah, give me a
Yeah.
It's
luck
Owen
check,
Star
Aaron.
when he's here.
Is it okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, his is pretty bad.
21.
Yeah.
Nice!
You find her at the boat. Looks like she's finishing up, and finishing up the final cleaning of the boat. She's just finishing wiping down the deck. She's obviously been here for a little while. She goes, "Well, hello. So I take it you want to hire my services?"
I sure would.
Mm-hmm. What would you think would be good compensation, Hazard?
Well, there's your time, the use of your ship, your exquisite navigation skills, I assume. How is...
I don't need a manifest. Just make an offer.
$10 an hour?
With a minimum of $50.
Sounds good to me.
All right, I suppose that'll do. Jack, are you all loaded down? Do you still have those fish guts from the day before?
I left them outside. Did the cats or anything eat them?
Yes, there was a mess. Did you
Nice.
leave them just outside the house, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
there
because
were-
I
there
didn't
was
want
a
to bring them in.
mess. The next morning, all the guts are gone. Like
Bucket's
all
still
of
there,
them.
right?
The bucket's still there. It's knocked over.
Yeah.
There's a
But,
fat cat
there
just on its back.
Well, there's a bunch of tracks that look like little hands.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Bunch of tracks that look like little hands.
little tiny hands. Yeah. Does
No,
Jack,
wait. How tiny
does
are we
Jack have
talking?
natural world? I mean, little. Like
My,
like
like that?
no, not like that, but like
Is it like claws
Silver
or
dollar
balls?
size?
I'm just making sure if I'm just like, is it rats?
it's bigger than rats. So go ahead and
Bigger
make
than
me,
rats.
go ahead and make me a natural world,
Ooh.
Jack.
Natural world
Yeah.
time.
You fed some rat.
Well, that's a 21.
Success.
I don't know what
Ooh.
natural world's
21's
base
pretty good.
is.
20.
Natural world's
20.
base is 20.
Hell yeah!
You
Jack
don't-
doesn't know
So
shit.
whatever you want to think they are is what they probably are, or you don't know.
Tiny babies.
Yeah,
I go-
tiny, it
I
does
call-
look like
I
tiny
call-
little baby
I
hands.
call Fontaine over to look at it.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good idea. Let's see. Does he have any points in? No, he doesn't have points in natural world.
I don't know what you've put points in for him.
No, I know. I've
Hopefully
got,
French.
whoops, that's the wrong die.
Mm.
No, he rolled pretty badly. He says, "I don't know what that is, boy." Wow.
Don't look natural though. I don't know what makes those prints other than like a baby,
Little
but baby ain't
babies.
gonna be eating fish guts.
There's some weird stuff. You said there were skeletons up there. You said there
Yeah,
were skeletons up there. There's kind of the better accent.
well, the skeletons ain't there anymore, though,
But there were. There
as
could
what I
be
was told.
little babies that come around and they eat the food you leave out. Little cannibal babies.
Oh,
Little
well,
cannibal
why? Wait, you said
babies.
cannibal babies, but they're eating fish guts. If they're cannibal babies, wouldn't they eat us?
Maybe they're fish people.
Oh,
Fish babies.
why are the parents not webbed?
Babies.
All right, so maybe not the fish. They're just little babies. They come around, but I bet they're cannibals.
I probably should feed them better then.
Don't feed them at all. We don't want them coming by here.
Well, if they're hungry,
No.
they'll come around here because they're
No.
cannibals. You said,
They're
but if
cannibals.
we feed them, they won't eat us.
They might eat us if they can't find any. You forget one night and they'll creep in a window, and then you wake up and there's 5 babies on your chest, and 2 on your each arm and 2 on each leg, holding you down. They got black eyes. Nothing.
Well, I'll nail all the windows shut.
Then we'll just asphyxiate. Don't be
Well,
leaving
yeah,
no
well,
dead
anyways,
fish
we're-
guts around outside no more, boy. What's wrong with you?
Well, we're going fishing today.
Well, have fun.
Fantastic.
All right.
Don't leave no fish guts around here no more.
And this time I remember to pack the Mesmer book for reading.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
So you don't have any bait, right? You've got all these.
Well,
fishing
I go
poles
get
and
more on
shit.
my way over.
Well, the fishery's closed on Sunday.
It's Sunday.
Everything is closed for Sunday, pretty much. The general store, opens up for a couple
Got
hours
'em.
in the afternoon for people who really need something, and the saloon's always open. So if one of those 2 places could help you, maybe you could go buy some shrimp at the saloon and say, "Give it to me
Hell,
raw."
Does the general store sell fish?
No,
No?
they sell.
We're-
They mostly sell canned
Hmm.
goods and that kind of stuff. Some
Saloon
fresh
might have-
fruit.
Saloon might have some scraps.
I'll go
Saloon
to
might
the
have some
saloon.
scraps.
That's what I was gonna say. I'll go to the saloon and ask them if they got any scraps, and if they do, I'll also order a whole fish and get them to just like chop it up and throw it in with the scraps.
Okay. Give me a luck check to see if they have scraps. You can still order the whole fish, and he'll chop it up for you and throw it in that bucket.
Hard.
Yeah, they've got some old. Yeah, he chucks in some grease that he had left over.
Nice.
Throws in fish, some
Heads.
scraps, probably some fish heads. Well, shit, yeah, left over from lunch, some fish heads they hadn't thrown out yet, and then a whole fish he chops up for you. And it costs you like 30 cents or something like that for the fish. The garbage you can have for free. He's not charging you for that.
Free garbage.
Yeah, Morris Blank. Warren Blank is a pretty nice guy. He seems to like you, Jack. You're buying a lot of food from him.
I am
Expensive
a
stuff,
regular
I'm sure.
patron.
Yeah, you are. So he hands you back your stinky bucket. Now it's got grease and fish heads
Nice.
in it.
Would it possibly have like chicken gizzards or stuff like that? Chicken like parts?
Probably not a gizzard.
I didn't necessarily mean fish scraps, just
right,
like scraps.
probably not gizzard,
Yeah.
but what is it they digest their food in?
That's
It's a gizzard.
Is
that's
it
the
the gizzard?
gizzard.
I thought you could eat
Yeah.
gizzards.
You can eat gizzards.
You can eat
Yeah, you
gizzards.
can eat
It's
it.
kind of stony.
Okay. Yeah, there's probably some stuff like that. There's a few bones
like-
in there, like chicken bones.
Chicken- Like chicken livers or like any sort of like, I don't know whether anyone.
They probably cook those up.
They probably cook
Yeah.
up the
They
livers.
probably
Yeah, they
cook
fry 'em.
everything they can. There's probably
That's
some
the only
chicken
liver I've
gizzards.
had, but
There's some bones, a couple chicken bones that obviously were in with the fish heads, probably. And a lot of fish bones are in there. But yeah, so you've got chum essentially, just kind of weird garbage. It's all from lunch, so nothing really stinks yet. But probably by the end of the day, it's not going to be pleasant. Anyway, and you get to the boat. God, it took us 2 hours to get you to the boat. That's okay. As long as everybody's having a good time.
Yeah.
You oh, wait a minute. You Yeah. Um,
Get to the boat, okay?
Maggie's gonna take her money in advance. Hazard.
Here's a
At
promissory
least
note.
the 50. What? No, 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 no. That'll be cash. Hazard.
All right, give me about. How far is the bank from here?
Bank's closed on Sunday. You don't have any actual money.
How much cash do you need?
I'll pull out $20.
$50, Jack, is what Maggie said.
Yeah, I
to you.
got 30 for you.
She takes the
And
30 and
50.
20.
I pull
Yeah.
out 20.
Yeah, she takes the money.
Yeah.
It's kind of what
Yeah,
I'd
we'll
expect
be
from you, Hazard.
reimbursed.
Come on, get on board.
Getting money from a working man and a child.
Wow. Yeah, you just
I just have them carry my money.
you uh-huh. Try not to get sick. Yeah, and she casts off and she starts working. She works her ass off getting this ship underway. It's a good sized little ship. There's a lot
I'm
of
probably
work.
stumbling about as
are?
this thing's rocking.
Oh yeah, with your
Yeah.
X maybe.
Everybody can make me a con check to see how your stomachs handle being out on the high seas.
I was
Where are
about
we
to
going?
say,
You tell her that you want to go south.
chopped his blood. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, okay, so
I
she's
messed
getting-
up. I tried to pick up the dice and I
Hard
messed them up.
success.
It looks like this little boat could probably use a couple more crewmen, but she's doing it all herself. Uh-oh.
on the reroll because I messed up the first one. I failed.
Oh no.
And I rolled an 85 out of 65.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
I rolled a
rolled
77 out of
85 too.
70.
Okay. Did everybody fail except for Hutton?
Yeah.
Nobody crit failed though, right?
No.
No.
So it's not like blah! There's no like projectile vomiting, but all three of you.
I
feel
make
like
sure that my
shit.
vomit goes into the chum bucket.
No. You don't get sick, but
Oh.
you feel like you're gonna puke.
Gotcha.
You feel nauseous, and then the chum's like right under your face.
Why did I
Like,
eat all that fish? Why did I eat all those shrimp for lunch or whatever you had for lunch? Why did I eat pastrami? Yeah. Meanwhile, Hutton's got a big old sausage. He's like, yeah, this is great.
Good.
He seems fine. He seems to be enjoying himself. It's overcast and cloudy. It's a little cool, very breezy. She kind of heads down the coast, probably about half a mile from the coast. You wanted to stay kind of close to the coast, right? The coastline.
Pretty close.
Heading south?
Definitely within swimming distance. 100 yards.
No, she's not getting 100 yards off the coast. That's too
Ah.
close. She's probably about a half a mile, maybe a quarter mile. She'd do.
There we
100
go.
yards is really close and probably too.
Yeah,
shallow.
I have no idea what I'm trying
It probably
to
depends
convey.
how deep the water is.
Yeah, it definitely does. When you suggested 100 yards, she's like, Hazard, have you ever been on a boat before in your life?
I have not.
That's not surprising.
He's probably been on a riverboat.
I'll get as close as
Whoa.
I can, but I'm not
Not
getting
on the
100
ocean.
yards away. So the three of you feel like shit. You can make me one more con check to see if eventually you get your sea legs. Hutton, you don't have to make the second check. You're fine. Have you ever been? You've never really been on a boat, have you? In the ocean?
No.
No, but you're
A
just
little
like,
better.
This is
82.
Maybe on Lake Michigan.
Probably on the Lake Michigan, but this is much rougher. Okay.
Yeah.
Hazard, you make your second one?
No, I left. I did all my good rolls already.
Okay.
Getting bad
So-
ones now.
You're feeling like shit.
It's like, oh,
You are not
I
feeling
made a
good.
48. I rolled a 48 out of 65. I made my
Nice.
second one.
Yeah, you get your sea legs, your stomach calms down. You're feeling okay. What about Jack? If everybody's fine except for Hazard, that would be
I'm fine.
amazing.
60 out of 70.
So
nice.
Jack, you're feeling better
70.
too.
Damn.
Hazard, you still feel like shit. So you're pretty worthless as far as like looking.
Help.
You see,
Yeah.
frickin' Jack has a damn spyglass that he's out there surveying the shore.
Looking for mermaids.
Are you looking for mermaids or are you looking towards shore?
Yeah, looking for
debris?
mermaids.
Okay, you're looking
Looking
for
at the
mermaids.
rocks.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I wanted us to send off around 2 o'clock, by the way.
Yeah, you guys could have left around 2 o'clock. Hazard.
Yes.
You look terrible. What is wrong with you?
I feel about the same.
How far south do you want to go?
uh,
How long do you want to go south?
just about an hour out south. And then we could go to the west,
She looks out over the
back up
ocean.
north. I'm just pointing in directions. I don't know if they're correct at all.
So, if we go an hour, okay. What are we looking for? What are we doing out here? I know what Jack is doing. She points over there. This is like 20,
Just
30 minutes
fishing.
in. Jack is just fishing with this
Yeah.
big ass rod and reel.
Want to see if we can't find any evidence about good old Levi.
We should keep on going down the coast then. For at least 2.5 hours.
Yeah, you know better than myself.
What's that supposed to mean? And then
You're a sailor.
She goes back to her sailing.
I go back to.
I take it Jack is on the back of the boat, like, or is he on the front, watching his line go away?
Back of the
switches.
boat.
Back of the boat. Oh, hold on. Okay. Jack's on the back. Where's Loren? I'm king of the world.
Middle of the boat.
Okay. How about Tex?
I'd probably be on whichever side of the boat's facing shore, and I got my field binoculars out looking down the
okay.
coast. Then
You're looking down
we're
the
looking for
coast.
stuff.
Jack's fishing.
Actually, you know what?
Say-
I didn't say I was bringing it with me.
The what?
My binoculars.
I'll give you a luck check. See if you thought to tuck them in.
Inox.
You've got some binoculars.
Okay. I'll be looking out the other side.
Towards the sea?
Yeah.
Okay. Each of you can make me a spot hidden. You give yourself a bonus die. Hazard, you can
Ooh,
make a spot
nice.
hidden, but you need an extreme success. And
Ooh,
Jack, you can
extreme?
make a spot hidden,
Ugh.
but you need a hard success. Yes, you feel like shit.
10%. Let's go.
You're like, you're trying to look, but at the same time, you're like, when I look at the shore, I feel worse.
No.
You know, that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
I got
Jack's
a
you're
hard
too busy.
success.
Hutton got a hard success, and Tex did too.
Tex, okay, I rolled a 30 out of 50, and then my bonus die was a 00.
Nice.
Wait,
No,
Wait a
so
minute.
that's
That's
100.
100. Never mind.
No, but you don't use that. You use the 30. And
I know,
said
I know.
that you guys needed a regular success, Jack needed a hard, and William and Hazard, since he feels sick and he doesn't have any binoculars or anything, needs an extreme. So Loren and Tex both see this then. Loren probably sees it first. Even though he's looking out to sea, he glanced back towards the shore. And this is probably about 2 hours into this trip when you spot some what looks like debris on the shore, boards and that kind of stuff. And then Loren, we're gonna say Loren saw it first, gestures to Tex and points it out. Yeah.
I think I see something.
Oh, thank God.
And then Tex, you see you see it immediately when he points it out to you.
All right, yeah. Yeah, and I'll relay what I'm seeing.
Okay, Maggie starts to work the sails and turns y'all in towards shore. It gets a little rougher going in closer to shore. You're south of the haunted house by a good margin. Several miles south of the haunted house. She's pulling in the sails as you get closer. And then she chucks in the Jack, give me art, craft fishing. I think it's a 5% chance. Let's see if you caught anything in this first
Oh,
26.
26. You haven't caught anything decent. You might have caught a couple little tiny fish. Nothing worth keeping.
Dag.
There was one little tiny fish that you caught, and then a bigger fish came and took it away.
Off
Right off the
line.
hook. Punched me in the
Yeah.
face.
Give it at you, son of a bitch.
Good.
Oh,
Maggie pulls the schooner, the sloop in pretty close to the shore, probably like 20, 30 yards off, and throws in the anchor. She does like this to you, Tex. She kind of holds out her hand to you,
All right,
and
I'll take it, I guess.
well, no, she says, "Give me the field glasses."
Oh, all right.
Yes.
I handed over.
Okay.
But I didn't realize.
Handshake.
I didn't realize what she was asking for.
Yeah. Well, she didn't say. She looks.
Yeah,
She's
like I go
yeah.
to take her.
She hands it back to you. She says, "That looks like a wreck, all right." And then she strips down to her skivvies.
mhm.
She's wearing like long underwear, not like
Prawn panties.
Yeah.
or
Safe to assume there's no lifeboat or away ship. Away
no.
ship. That's not the
I
right
don't
word.
have an away
Away boat.
ship hazard. Just try not to puke on the
Hmm.
deck. Are any of y'all coming with? And then she just jumps off the side, dives into the water, and starts swimming. to
Jack
the
will take
shore.
off his hat and his poncho and his guns.
Okay, you're
Yeah,
gonna leave your
I
clothes
guess-
on and your boots.
Fine, he'll take off his boots and
Okay.
his pants and his shirt and
He,
all
he
that.
can leave everything on if he wants, but the boots would probably be a problem.
Boots probably be the problem.
Yes.
Yeah, I
if
forgot.
you want to
wearing
leave your
boots.
pants and your shirt on, yeah, that's fine. Unless you want
Lauren,
to try.
Lauren
for
will,
later.
will try. He'll strip down to
I'll strip down to
bare
my
necessities.
skivvies.
Okay. What about Tex?
I'm looking over the skills. I'm trying to find where swim is at.
Swim is on the far
It starts at
right
it starts
side.
at a 20.
It starts at 20%. Yeah,
But that's only if it's dangerous waters, correct?
pretty much. You can still make a roll
the-
to see how well you
And the
do.
party drowned.
Well, it's going to be
Yeah.
a crit fail.
How
means you're
well?
gonna-
How well did I dive in there?
A crit
Get
fail
at
is
it.
going to be you're in trouble. Otherwise, you can make it to shore. You just might look like an idiot
All right.
as you
That's
dog
fine.
paddle or whatever. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna try it.
Jack, did you
I-
make your roll?
You say, I don't know if Tex is.
Yeah.
Like, Tex probably doesn't look too sure about swimming in water.
That's fine. If he
I
can
got
just stay
it.
on the ship the boat if he wants.
Yeah.
I got an 18 out of 20.
Okay. Who jumped? Jack went in first because I think he said he stripped down first. So how'd you do,
Yeah.
Jack?
I passed.
Oh, you did make a success?
Yeah,
Yeah, don't forget
I've
to
got
check
points.
this off.
I've got points in swim.
Oh, nice. So Jack dives
Yeah.
in the water. He looks pretty graceful, and he starts swimming towards
Not a
shore.
lot, mind you.
And
but I
Loren
got-
does the
I
same
got
thing.
30.
Swims towards shore, right behind, not far behind, well, a little ways behind Maggie because you guys had to strip down. You were probably a little surprised when she stripped down. It's cold. The water's fucking cold. It's April. It like shocks you when you jump in. It's a little cool out, so but you reach the shore just after
Jack,
Maggie.
shout if you find something of interest.
Jack, make a listen check. You're swimming towards shore.
I'm swimming
See if you even hear this.
in the ocean,
Yeah, and it's pretty
and I
cold.
do.
You still hear that? Okay.
16.
you two get to
That's a
shore.
hard-
It is quite
No,
a bit of
It's regular. That's
it's
a regular.
quite a bit of debris. Maggie's looking around, trying to find. She's just looking for any identification on this boat, but it looks like a pretty small boat. The wreckage is fairly fresh, can't be more than a few weeks old. It's not like been here for 10 years and that kind of thing. You can each make me a spot hidden who went to shore. We'll give Maggie one,
Spot
too.
hidden.
Probably
Door
should write-
crew.
Ooh,
Nope.
Now
Nope.
you roll for shit.
hard success.
Loren, you're the one that finds it. You find the name. It's like a broken bit of the prow with the name on it. What's it say? What's the name of this boat?
Oh,
Yeah, you can make up the name of the boat. I haven't made one up yet. I can think of one, or you can think
Okay.
of one. It shouldn't be too ostentatious. It's obviously a fish. It's a fishing boat name, but it might
The big
be
catch.
the Big Catch. Yeah, that's what it is.
Damn.
The Big Catch. That's what it says on it.
Good.
It's a piece of wood that obviously came from the front of this boat. It's been
Yeah.
it's been like carved in there. There's some paint on it that obviously was is has been there for a while. Um, yeah, so you find this piece of wood that identifies the boat.
Does anyone know a ship by the name of the big catch?
That's Levi's boat. She walks over to you and looks at the piece of wood that you've got in your hand. I'm assuming you picked it up.
Yeah.
She looks at it. She says, "Yep, this is Levi's boat. Marshall Dodd's gonna want to see this. Can you swim with that? It should float.
Yeah. I should be able to.
All right. It looks like this boat was smashed to pieces, so there's just wreckage here.
Did you find anything?
That's what she does. She just kind of like does like this. You can see Maggie just waves you off.
I'm probably
Should we-
watching them through my binoculars.
They're holding
Should-
something. Yes, Aaron. Sorry.
Should we look
Tex.
for a should we look for a body?
Haven't seen one yet, but yeah, we could look around. If it's under the tide line, he's gonna have been pulled out. She kind of points you out a line in the sand. You basically what
Mhm.
you guys are. You've got a sandy beach here, and there's cliffs nearby that go up probably 50 or 60 feet in this place. It's not real hospitable. There are some rocks in the area too. You spread out and you scour the beach. You don't find a body. You don't find any sign
Okay.
of a body or like clothing, anything else you might associate with somebody having been with this boat when it busted
Okay.
up here.
Maybe the mermaids got them.
This is kind of strange. There's not
know.
a lot of rocks in this area. I don't know why his boat would have ended up here all smashed to pieces. But looks like we found him. She looks around at like the cliffside and that kind of stuff. I'd say we're about 9 miles south of Saltmarsh. Let's take some of this debris and make a marker. And the three of you like kind of just get some of the bigger pieces in the sand above the water line. And then she says, "Bring that with you. We got to get back to
I'll bring it with
Saltmarsh."
me.
And you guys
Yeah,
can
just
swim
what are you
back.
doing?
Swim out.
You guys made the first checks. I'm not going to make you check again. You can swim
Yeah.
out to the oh, the name of her boat is Northern Exposure, by the way. You can swim back out to that without too much trouble. Go around to the back side of it. Tex probably gives you a hand up. Hazard tries to help, but then he's just like, oh.
Oh yeah, just
When you lean over, it's just like, oh no, I'm gonna be sick if I lean over. I can't do this.
vomits onto them.
You haven't actually puked yet, but you just feel like you're going to any second. You know,
Good.
I don't know if you've ever had that, like a stomach flu or not, that just makes you feel
No,
like you're gonna
I've
puke, but you
been
never
in
actually
deep
do.
water though, in a small boat.
Yeah.
My freaking god!
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah, it's all over the place. So, Tex helps you up, I'm assuming, and it takes a little bit to get back underway. She gets the boat turned around with some effort, and using the anchor, and then gets the sails back up as you guys head in. Let's see what the weather does on the way back. Oh,
hurricane.
partly cloudy. That's no fun. Let's see what this one says. Tornado. God, these all terrible.
I think that one's
No,
got to be
they're not.
nothing but terrible
Calm.
stuff.
Snow, hail, cloudy, clear. Yeah,
Blizzard.
and you head back for Saltmarsh. Maggie goes below, and she comes back out with dressed again, and she hangs up her long underwear that she was wearing, the long johns. She hangs them from the mast to dry out. Each of you can go below if you want and change back into your clothes, minus your long underwear.
Yeah, and then I start handing out apples.
Oh, she'll take an apple. She'll munch on an apple.
Yeah.
Hazard, he
Everybody
hands
gets
you an
an
apple.
Everybody
As soon
eats
as
an
you,
apple.
as soon as you're holding it, you just feel your stomach just roll. It's just like, ugh.
Not golden delicious.
Good God. Is that what you do? You just smash it to the deck?
No.
Good
I
Lord.
That
honestly,
could be
I,
funny.
That
Like
seems
I'm
like an
triggered by
overreaction.
apples.
Triggered by apples. An
It's
apple
not a
lied.
honey Bricks.
An apple lied to me once. Good Lord, focus. Okay,
But no, I just look at it.
he
It's like,
just stares at it, Jack. You
maybe
notice
after
this.
I get back to shore.
all right.
Was there any evidence of anything being taken out of the water, Jack? Like,
Taken out of the water.
You know, I was there
crates?
too, Hazard.
But you
That's
don't
me.
like me, Miss Connors.
I wonder why.
So I was trying. I was trying to give you more opportunity not to talk to me.
Maybe it's
Also,
your attitude towards
oh.
women, Hazard. You ever thought of
I went ahead and looked it up. Golden Delicious apples aren't till 1905.
that?
Oh Jesus!
We will
So I can't
we'll
even
pull
make
the
that
Golden
joke.
Delicious stuff out of the role playing journal. That's okay.
It's an anachronism.
Yeah.
I didn't see. It just looked like the ship wrecked upon the shore.
Well, Miss Connors, in your personal opinion,
Connor.
what do you?
It's
Huh?
Connor, not Connors.
Oh, my apologies. Miss Connor, if I may, what do you think might have caused that wreck if there's no rocks to bash upon? Unless he pulls in too close.
I don't know. Levi had a small fishing boat. He should have been able to pull it right up on shore if he wanted to right there. But all the debris looks like it was all smashed to pieces. So I don't know. Maybe one of your... Did y'all mention mermaids to her? Did anybody say mermaids around her?
I think Jack did.
Okay.
I did.
Maybe
I said
some
maybe
of
the
your
mermaid got him.
mermaids acted the way that they do in all the old stories. And they lured
They ate
him
him.
in, and then they destroyed his boat and killed him and ate him. That's what mermaids do.
It could have been a whale.
I don't think a whale. Whales don't attack ships.
Oh, they didn't attack, but they might have hit it.
I think that's
I don't-
rather
I don't know.
far-fetched,
I don't
Mr.
know.
Hutton. Not terribly likely.
So are we almost like right at the cliff with the mansion?
No. This is several miles south of that. So you followed the coast south. After 4 miles, you passed the mansion. It was another 4 to 8 miles past that.
Okay.
So this is pretty far past the mansion that you found the remains of this boat.
Safe to assume the place goes like this a little bit and then down.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Right.
Okay. Now I understand.
It goes east just a little ways before it heads down and south. So you kind of
Gotcha.
followed the coast within about 100 yards, and that's when you spotted this wreckage.
Perfect.
And you get back to Saltmarsh without incident. Probably by 5 o'clock or so.
Get off the boat.
Or wait,
Quick
it's
as I
about 5.
can.
It's closing on 7 p.m. 'Cause
Okay.
it's about 5 hours.
Wow,
Because you went
perfect.
2.5 hours south, and that's when it was getting. Oh no! Sorry, 6 p.m. It was a couple hours south. She was going to take you another half an hour or so before turning around. You notice she does have a
Okay.
pocket watch. She was checking. Yeah, and she brings it into the dock and ties it up. Ties up the northern exposure. Pulls down all the sails. Yeah, I don't know if you guys want to leave as she's getting the boat set.
The
I'd help
check
her.
the checkbook is would they be promissory notes?
Mhm.
Okay, good, good. I'm
It's
just
a
making sure
check.
I'm using the right
Same.
words.
Yeah, I think it would work, or it could be the language you use. So she knew what you were talking about, a check of some kind, and she was just like, um, yeah. So I don't know if you guys want to do anything while she. It's gonna take. It takes her like 15 minutes to get the boat
Yeah,
set
I'd help
up.
her out.
Oh yeah, you can help her if you want. Uh, okay. Um, yeah,
I'm sick. I'm getting off the boat.
yeah. I figured Hazard's done as soon as he can get onto the solid ground. And now Hazard, now the ground feels like it's moving, and you're like,
Yeah, I know about
what
ropes.
the hell?
I know
I was
about ropes. I
probably
can
going to
help
say
tie
I
up a sail.
probably trip over my own feet getting off the boat.
Oh yeah, you're. Oh yeah, that's right. You did. You trip. Go ahead and give me a dex check, Aaron. We'll see if it's a pratfall or if you just stumble onto the dock.
Or if you stumble off of the dock.
What the
It
hell?
depends if that's a crit fail.
I,
Yeah.
I rolled the wrong. I think okay. I don't know
Percentages.
why. I think I picked up like my 1d4, and I have no idea why I did that. All right.
I used
So
to D8
For the
earlier.
damage you might have taken.
No, no, no.
I rolled an 85 out of 25.
Okay, so
So
you stumble off and you crash onto your face on the dock. It doesn't do any damage or anything like that. You just look ridiculous.
right.
Maggie's startled. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm just
Be careful.
I'm just clumsy.
You gotta watch out. It's a step down. Um, yeah, your character's clumsy,
Not,
so
not
we can
used
play
to
that
being
up.
on water.
Yeah. Oh, everybody should have healed up another point, by the way, if you needed it
Okay,
for
and I'm at
79.
full.
Um, what are you guys doing?
No, I'm full.
We're at 9:30. What are
All
y'all? What are
right.
y'all doing?
So,
Oh, 2 viewers.
on the morrow, I will get you gentlemen back y'all's money. But I believe the banks are closed on Sunday.
I'm gonna take the see if the marshals. I'm gonna take the piece of drift or the name off the ship to the marshal.
Yeah. Make me luck check, Sean.
I'm going to go with him to the marshals because I got to
Okay.
talk to him anyways.
As you
Oh
stumble
gosh,
down the
I
street.
may not make it.
Uh-oh.
I failed with a 93 out of 90.
Okay. Oh no.
That's impressive.
So they leave with this board. Jack, as you're helping her get the ship kind of set up so for docking. What's Tex doing?
I'm probably going to head with them to see the marshal.
Okay. So three of you
Probably do
arrive
that.
at the marshal's office. He is not there. One of the deputies is, however. Here we'll just say low is. It is the white deputy. Let's put his face up real quick. NPCs.
Major NPC.
Wait a minute.
I almost feel like that should be its own little category, Saltmarsh NPCs.
Yeah, I probably should. It's mainly what we're using for gaming text, but I could set up
True.
a Saltmarsh NPCs for you guys. There he is. He's pretty young. He's got a terrible mustache and a big ass hat, which he's not wearing at present.
Good.
He goes, "Can I help you, gentlemen?"
We believe we found Levi's ship.
Oh, good. Is he okay?
Levi
No, you don't
was
have it.
nowhere to be found, sir.
Hutton's got it. What'd you say, Aaron? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Levi was nowhere to be found, sir.
Oh.
We,
And
we
his
just
ship
found we found the record of his boat.
Oh no.
was in pieces.
Oh no. Where was he? Where was it?
It's about 8-9 miles up the coast.
What have you got there? Oh
I handed
no.
it over.
It's Levi's boat. The big catch. He
Big
puts it down on
catch.
the table. He won't be catching anything, I guess. Marshall's out. They're still searching. They're scouring he and Koito and a couple other men were rode south this morning to go keep looking. But I'll tell him, 8 9 miles. That's when Maggie comes in. Jack, you could be with her if you want.
Mhm.
Uh, hey Maggie, they found the big catch. She goes, yeah, I know. Wait, what the hell is this?
She was kind enough to.
I know Wallace. I was there. Uh, she starts talking to him and telling him she can tell him exactly where it is, where it's located. They put a marker up. There's a discussion about where the marshal is, and she says when he gets back to let her know, and she will sail them down there if they want, gratis. Um,
How long of a trip do you think it would be if we went by wagon?
she doesn't know, 3 4 hours maybe. Plus, you'd have to climb down that cliff to get to the spot,
Oh,
or find a better place to come down nearby.
right.
There might be one. I wasn't really paying attention. I wasn't really looking for a good place to come down. You didn't see any sign of him then? No sign of this? No sign of Levi?
Just the boat.
Oh, no. Oh, his wife's going to be very upset. That's a shame. I'll let the marshal know as soon as he gets back. He probably won't back till late tonight, though. Maggie says, you just tell him when he's ready to go. Let me just come by the house, and I'll take him down there, and we can take a look. Or he can take a look. Okay, I will, Maggie. Thanks, Mister. He's looking at you, Hutton.
Hutton?
Mr.
Loren
Hutton.
Hutton?
Mr. Loren Hutton. I recognize you. He points at Jack Justice. And you're Mr. Starr, right? That's to Hazard.
William Hazard.
Oh. Are you sure?
I'm sure.
I could have sworn you were that Owen fella, that Starr fella that's running for mayor. And he looks at Tex, and obviously has no clue who you are, Tex.
That's fine.
Okay, you just leave.
Yep.
You just nod at him and go away.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So it's Sunday evening. Still overcast and cloudy. Anything y'all want to do tonight?
Well, that's another dead end.
I'm going to.
Possibly literary.
How many fish guts do I got left?
As much as you want. Or you could
I
have
leave
dumped
them
them
outside.
as
I leave them outside again.
Okay.
I follow Yorie home.
Okay. You're following.
Well, I go with him.
You're following Jack. You walk home with Jack. He's got a big old bucket of fish guts, and it's probably half an hour or more before you feel like comfortable again. Your stomach finally settles down. You think you can get some food in you.
So, Jack, are you saving that for the next time you go fishing?
Oh no! The other bucket of fish guts I had yesterday, I left them out, and they were all gone in the morning. There were these little hands everywhere, covered as if they were covered in blood when they moved around. Yeah.
What?
So I was gonna see if it would happen again. If you want to come over to my house tomorrow morning, I'm sure it's already cleaned up now. But if you want to come over tomorrow morning and see if it happened again, come on over. Early in the morning, meet me at 7 a.m.
I'll take your word for it, Jack. If you can see or catch one of these things, I would be interested in seeing what that is. Bloody tiny handprints. What? And then we're there.
Yeah, you're at his house.
Yeah.
You can get to his house with him if you want. Are you going in, Hazard?
Yeah, I'll just walk in with him.
Okay, yeah. Not even asking or anything. Just walk in like you own the place.
We're hanging out.
Yeah.
That's just what you do. Now we're just hanging out inside.
That's what I'm saying. I don't hang out with the Baldries.
Jack, you told Fontaine where you were going fishing.
Yeah.
Well, did you catch us any fish? Sorry, that's not his
All
voice.
only
Did
things
you catch
that weren't
us any fish?
only things that weren't worth keeping.
That's okay. Ain't catfish. They're harder. Mr.
Yeah.
Hazard.
We
Fontaine.
did find Mr. Levi's boat.
Oh, is he? He's dead, ain't he?
We didn't find a body. I think the mermaids got him.
He's dead. That's a
I would
shame.
assume.
Well, it happens. You had supper yet, boy?
No, sir.
Okay, I'm frying up some stuff. Frying up some potatoes.
You gonna stay for potatoes, Mr. Hazard?
Potato pancakes.
They sure are potatoes.
Be delighted.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not one of his specialties. They're
It's mediocre at
they're
best.
potato pancakes. He added the eggs so they don't taste like flour, but they're not. It's filling. It could use a lot of spices.
A lot of flavor.
But yeah, you can have supper with them. It's pretty simple.
Well, during
Now-
Fontaine.
Hold on just a sec. Jack, did you
Sure.
leave the bucket outside
Yep.
or did you bring Okay, you didn't even bring it in, so Fontaine doesn't know it exists.
bring it
Okay, okay. Just checking.
I
Okay.
love it.
So Hazard, after the meal or whatever, or whatever you want to say, go ahead.
So Fontaine,
Uh-huh.
I was wondering, do you read French by chance?
Yeah, I read French. Didn't that boy tell you?
Well, I told him probably, but it might just be the curse ones.
No. I'm from the bayou, boy. I read French. I speak French. You
What
know
I'm-
this. You've heard me speak French.
But I don't know what you're saying. It
You-
could just be the curse ones.
You found that book that I was reading that time that was in French. And you said, "What language is this?" And I said, "That's French." And then I read some of it to you. You don't remember
Yeah.
this?
Oh, I remember.
You were pretty little, Yorie, in your defense. You were not too old.
I was about to say he's 15
But
now.
how did I know
Well,
you weren't
I know.
just making it up?
He just glares at you and he reaches across and takes your empty plate and stands up. Don't read French. I don't know what I'm doing. He starts grumbling and grouching
My
as he
point,
goes to the kitchen.
if I could get there, is
If you raise your
I
voice a
have-
little, he'll hear you.
I have a book I've come across that is in French that I would most assuredly would like to have translated. And you're a busy man, so of course I would pay for your time doing such a task. But I don't believe I have the luxury of many options, if I may implore you.
I suppose I could help. What kind of book is this? Some kind of poetry or something?
Well, from what I was, where I found it, I highly doubt it's poetry, and it's more of
Was this from that secret room Jack's been bitching and moaning about not being able to go to? Won't shut up about it. They left and they got the secret room. They didn't even tell me. They didn't take me along. Why would they do that to me? Why, oh, why, God, why?
Yeah, it is
I
that room,
believe
sir.
that was the room where we found this book.
I can look at it for you, I suppose.
And how much would you like to translate it? I believe it's about yay thick.
It depends on what's in it. If it's interesting, then it'll cost more.
It's probably interesting.
Well, it'll cost more then. Bring
Well,
it
you do
over.
know.
I'll read it. Next time, take Jack along with you when you enter secret doors, so I don't have to listen to him
I
complaining
figured.
about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what he said.
Okay, so he goes and does the dishes and stuff. But yeah, he'll read the book for you and maybe translate it.
Maybe.
Well, you're not Fontaine. You're not certain of his opinion of you at this juncture,
Oh,
and you don't even really. Do you even know if did you ever figure out he's not Jack's dad?
no, I knew
I
that
don't.
because I know who his real
Oh.
dad is.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
he did. He did roll a no on my dad.
Yep,
I know.
yep,
I
yep.
at least know his last name,
Yeah, and I
his
think
actual
Star
last name.
found out because Star talked to him at some point and said, "Aren't you his daddy?" He's like, "What are you talking about?" He wasn't too
I
pleased.
think I remember that.
Yeah. So, anything Hutton and Tex want to do that night? Sunday night.
Not particularly.
Okay, yeah. You guys can have some
Yeah.
supper, that kind of thing.
I would have just been at the saloon.
Yeah, you're still at the saloon. You probably have better luck on Monday looking for a place.
Right.
And that pretty much ends us on Sunday. We're at 9:45 p.m. Um, it's probably too late to do any role playing, anything like that. You guys have actually hit several things on the list that I had. Oh, all right. So we'll do a little bit on Monday. Jack, Monday, April 2nd, you finish up that mesmerizing book, the mesmerism book.
Uh huh.
Um, so you can make, okay, add a skill to your character sheet.
Uh huh.
Hypnotism.
Hypnotism.
Yes. And you can roll a
Okay.
10 sided. Well, you're going to fail the roll uh, to do a skill check on it from reading that book for a week. So you can just add a d10 to hypnotism. It starts at 0 because that's hypnotism is a pretty unknown skill. So you can roll a d10 and add that to that skill.
Nice.
I know a
And
coroner
we
who's
got a
hypnotism.
4.
4%.
Hell
You
yeah.
got 4%. You've actually learned something from this book. The rest of you guys can go ahead and level up. We'll mark it. We'll mark it level
nice.
up on the first. Um, let's see. Lauren's got a place to stay. Tex, you can make me a luck check real quick on Monday. We'll kind of skim over Monday. There's anything that you guys really want to do on Monday, is there? Like
No.
specific to potentially moving the storyline ahead.
Oh.
Just get
maybe
money
not
out of the.
specifically
Right.
moving the storyline ahead, but them handprints on my
Oh, yeah.
porch again.
Yes. Oh, actually, okay. We'll have to backtrack to Sunday night. God damn it, Yorie.
Okay.
Let me deal with Tex. Give him a luck check on Monday because he's looking for in between jobs and work and moving stuff.
I rolled a 69 out of 55, so
And
nope.
And
hell
you're still
yeah.
having trouble finding a decent place to live. Um, so probably we can keep checking, and when you make your luck check, you'll find a place like a little apartment somewhere. The boarding houses don't seem to you. Oh, we'll do this. You do learn of Miss Trudy's school for women, and you can inquire
Okay.
there. And the women who are there are dressed rather risque, and it seems to be more of a bordello than a school.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Okay.
So
I'm
it does look
trying
like
to think how we would play that out.
there
But
is
yeah.
there is
Play it
obviously a brothel in town. It's a big mansion. On the map, it is number 20. But you do also find out there is a school for women. So like it's like the regular schoolhouse will teach you up to like 6th or 7th grade. If women in the town or in the county want to continue their education, they can board there. They can actually learn there. Some of them actually become prostitutes or at least entertain men there, not necessarily having sex. Um, Miss Trudy's an older lady, still very good looking, and very friendly, very nice. You two chat for a while. She apologizes. She doesn't have any rooms for men in that capacity. She just takes in women. You do find out that those miners that you brought to town had come here to this place the week before. Um, But she seems really nice. You also
Okay.
find out Jack has apparently been here. You don't know what's going on with that, but when you brought Jack comes up in conversation, she's like, "Oh, Jack, he's so sweet." She chats about how nice he is. So you get that information as well on Monday. And Miss Trudy says she'll keep an ear out if for a place if you're looking. Uh, and um, and it sounds like this place is kind of on. It's kind of quiet. People call it the school in town. Your guess is not many people know that this is a brothel as well.
Okay.
So you have that information. Hutton's got his place, and oh, okay. Sunday night, Jack. We're gonna retro a little. You're woken by your dog just going nuts, just barking, 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 barking. She's just she's going over. She wants out the front door. She keeps barking and barking and barking, and you can make me a listen check.
All right.
Because I'm assuming you
I-
keep
I
the dog.
pick-
The dog
I-
sleeps in the
I-
bed with you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I pick her up and try to coax her as I listen.
Coax her, like try to quiet her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, I actually made it. 13.
You hear a
That's
banging
hard.
outside, like a pail's been knocked over and is being moved around, and the dog starts barking again like crazy.
I'll peek out the window.
It's pitch black out there, dude. It is. Keep in mind, there's no street lights, there's no street lamps. It's dark
I'm
in the
just gonna
house.
peek out the window and I'm just watching for movement.
Okay. Let's see what kind of a moon we've got on this night, on Easter Sunday night, when Jack Justice found the devil on his front porch. The 5th will be a half moon, so there's not much of a moon left. Let's see, there's a 13th. Wait a minute, no. It's a full moon coming down to half. So there's actually quite a bit of light out there. So give me a spot hidden.
Oh, when was the full moon?
Full moon was the 29th of March.
07. Out of base. Because I still have base spot hidden. Oh, I know. My spot
made
hidden
it?
went up. My listen didn't go up. That's right. Yeah, I made it.
Okay.
That's
There's a bunch of
it's not an
little-
extreme.
That's
just
a
a hard.
success. That's a hard success. There's a bunch of. At first, you think they're a bunch of little men, like almost a dozen of them out there, all clustered around the pail. And then you realize they're wearing fur coats, and they have masks on. And then you recognize them as raccoons out there, clawing
Raccoons.
through the dead, through the fish guts and fish heads and whatever was left after your fishing trip. What'd you say?
Rakens.
Rakens. So you recognize that obviously leaving garbage out has attracted these raccoons from somewhere in this area.
Yeah.
Jill is just barking her head off. She wants out so bad to go after them. You know that's
No,
a
no,
terrible
no.
idea.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, she's still just
There's
a
a
little
lot
puppy
of them,
too.
and
she's
she's
like
a little puppy.
10 pounds, and there's a lot. Yeah, they're out there banging around in the dark. And make me one more listen check, Jack. Actually, make me a hard listen.
Hard listen. Aw,
Yeah.
the last one was a hard listen. That's not going to happen now. No, I failed.
Okay. And then you hear a voice in your ear. What's going on, boy? And you recognize it as Sebastian, who has crept up behind you on
I just whisper to him, Rakens.
why are they out there? What are they messing with?
Oh, fish guts.
Why?
Well, I have fish guts left over, and I didn't want to bring them in the house again.
Why didn't you throw them out back in the water?
I didn't think about that.
You try me so hard. Try to quiet that dog. I'm going back to bed. All right, she's not quiet. She's sitting
I
up
go
in
to
the
the
bed.
kitchen
She
and I get
wants-
her some food.
Yeah, she'll eat the food, but she still wants to go out. And until the raccoons go away, like an hour later, there's not much sleep in the house of Jack Justice.
I go to the front door and I bang on it as loud as I can.
Okay.
No,
Just
nothing.
quiet for a little bit, and then you hear
For a
banging
little bit,
around
and then they come
outside with the pail. They come back,
with the pail
obviously,
again.
till they eat it, till they eat everything. So, yeah, it takes them about an hour before your dog finally calms down. The raccoons obviously leave.
Right.
And sanity check. No, just kidding.
Sanity check. You now know that raccoons exist. The
They
horror.
they have little baby hens. Man, I saw that.
Trash
I was down at the river
pandas!
behind Aunt Pat and Uncle Mouse's, just walking around, just hiking around, and in the mud there were all these little handprints, and I was like, "The fuck is that?" And it took me a couple minutes to go, "Oh, wait a minute, those are just raccoons. They're
No, the
creepy
tiny
looking.
people.
They're
They're the little
creepy.
people.
They're creepy looking." Okay. No apartment for Tex. All right, questions, comments, suggestions. It's a week until the town council meeting.
We're getting closer.
Again, we can go through day by day, or we can just gloss over a week next game session.
Well, hopefully Kyle's able to play like whenever we do the town council.
Yeah,
I'm hoping.
I want him to be.
Right.
Um,
So I still have. Well, I can't do that one. There's like 2 to 3 things else on my list of suspicions.
okay. We can.
But I mean,
get to them.
I on it like as a player, guys, I don't want to monopolize what we're doing.
What are your
so-
other things that
No,
you're
it's-
thinking about?
Checking out Ned Shanks in his house.
Ned
Mhm.
Shanks.
Shanks.
Thanks, Dad.
Shank Shaft. Yes.
Talking with the Quilut leaders about the Indian in the jail,
Okay.
and trying to get some information about the Lapouche.
Lapouche is the Quaalude.
Wait, they're the same thing?
Lapouche is a Quaalude settlement, a big one.
Okay.
You've got a little settlement here at Saltmarsh that's part of the
And
town.
that's the
pretty much.
squatters. Or that's not the squatters. The one near town is...
None of them supposed to be here. The little one near
Okay.
town has got about 50 people living in it, but from the way you've seen them walking around town and stuff like that, they're part of the town. That's part of the town.
Yeah, they don't
At
care.
least
Okay,
that's what
so
everybody
that
considers.
knocks out one already
Lapouche
then.
is actually a larger settlement a couple miles away
Okay.
of Quaalude. But yeah, so yeah, we can look into those two things next game session.
Sweet. And then I'm out of stuff until a new moon happens.
Right. And
So,
the town council meeting is before the new moon.
Oh, I was just curious about what I found out with the small amount of reading I was able to do. Like, I think a total of 6 hours, like 3 that other Saturday night and
Not a
3
whole
Sunday
lot,
night.
aside from the fact that this is a treatise about creating a philosopher's stone, turning gold, base metals to gold, eternal life. All this stuff. It's obviously pretty old, but you're just learning. You're not gotten very far into it.
Okay, no,
It's a
that's fine.
hard read.
So I just want to say that it was started on Saturday.
And then write yourself a note next session to give the book to Fontaine, because you haven't done that yet technically.
Yes, yeah. No,
so-
I have it written down as a footnote
Okay.
of the French spellbook is with Fontaine. But it will be.
Yes, and
Next
you've
time.
failed to impress Maggie Conner again with having to borrow money from your companions to actually pay, and even though you're rich beyond the dreams of avarice, and what we could probably do is next time we can gloss over your stuff, James, if Kyle's here, so we can get to the meeting.
That's fine.
Because I know he wants to be in the meeting. I definitely want
And I could just do my stuff on a different day too,
Yeah.
like after meetings.
Well, the meeting is not going to take a long time, depending on how you guys play it out. But yeah, it is. It seems to be kind of important for people's agendas. Sean, oh God, there's that freaking.
Gotta write that up for you.
You don't have to write it up specifically. You can just give me like a quick summary, and then I'll write it up
Okay.
for the newspaper if you want to go that route. Yeah, that's probably about it.
Cool.
So, did you guys have fun? I know not a lot has
Oh,
been
yeah.
happening. We've been going day by day, and that'll get switched eventually once you run out of things to specifically do.
Oh Lord, yes.
um,
It's just I'm trying to turn over
I did
stones,
that too.
and there just might not be stones to turn over. Well, that's not true. There might just be nothing to find yet.
True. Yeah. Okay. So that's it. I'm gonna end the stream right here and the recording. Everybody say bye, everybody.
Well,
Bye, everybody.